Hello, welcome everyone to another edition of Chico and the Tan Man Show. I am your host, Tan Man, and I have my co-host over here, Chico.
What's good, peoples?
What's up? What's up? This is I'm excited about this. It's a lot of freaking news. I mean, I don't even know how to even start because there's just so much going on. We're gonna try to cover all the topics and stuff, but that's not what's really important. What's the most important news is that we have a guest spot in here, and I want to tell you what it is. And it is our boy. He's back, Frank the Tank.
What's up, guys? What's good?
Right.
Yeah.
Like his theme song right now, dog. Right?
I know, right? I know. Unfortunately, if it's like real music, we can't put it because we would get shut down, or I'm gonna have to pay some money. So we definitely don't want that.
Right.
But yes, if you're first time joining us, first let me explain. We all love talking about movies and stuff. So this is a show where we talk about film, geek stuff, which is games, comics, superheroes, all that stuff. But it's like transitional conversation. So we're not gonna have like a panel and I'm gonna be like, hey Chico, what do you want to talk about? Like, what do you think about this? And then I'm gonna turn over to Frank. It's just gonna be like we're all just gonna kind of just naturally talk like we were at a bar, just having good conversation. And like I like to say is like we all have opinions, so let's be nice and let's talk about it. And for all you people who cannot watch the video or just prefer podcasts instead, we're on all, like, pretty much almost all the podcast channels. We're on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Breaker, Radio Public, Pocket Casts. I mean, we're in a lot of things. So we're getting there, man. I'm pretty excited of all the sources that we can people can hear us now. I mean, how do you feel about that, Chico? That
to me, it's a little unreal.
I know, especially like
what I mean?
From episode 1 to now episode 4, that like it just grew because it was just on Anchor. And I can't forget about Anchor too. That's our home. They're the first ones to give us a home and make it easy for us. So Anchor is definitely the start where we did started this whole show, and then they just branched us out, which is awesome. I mean, I think that's pretty freaking crazy for
yeah. I mean, I didn't expect us to be on Spotify or anything like that either.
I know. And
so like, oh shit, look, it's my face over there.
Yeah, and our audience is like really like growing. It's pretty cool. Especially with Frank the Tank, man. When he guest spotted, everyone loved Frank the Tank, man. So how's that make you feel, Frank the Tank?
That's good, I guess. No one's sending me any hateful email or text messages.
I know.
Oh, they're coming.
I know, right?
Trash.
Yeah, definitely. But so let's first off, I mean, like, how's everyone doing? You guys hear a ton of this news? I mean, I know we're like gonna try to hit topics, but first of all, let me see. I had to get some fresh air. Quarantine's kind of slowly starting to get out, so I'm over here out in Gotham right now. If you can see, I have the bat single behind me. I got out of the bat cave a little bit to breathe some room, but let me show you guys what I got. I don't know if I can stand up. But I got Whiskey and Lulu, baby, with Arnold, man. Like, don't be an ass. Stay inside. Which I already broke that rule.
Pretty dope shirt.
Right.
Yeah, hell yeah. So with that, it's just I don't know if you guys. I know I told you like a little while ago to like go ahead. You guys should really like watch his like little videos and stuff. I don't know if you guys had a chance to do
I
that.
watched a few of them, like with the ones you sent me a while back, and then I kind of kept up a little bit.
Yeah.
I ended up following them on Twitter.
That's what happened to me, man. Because I would like it was just like this like little bit of you know like someone would link like one of his things, and it was like the first like Whiskey and Lulu one where he was like feeding him and just like, oh yeah, oh look, Whiskey, oh, Lulu, no, you know, this is mine, this is mine. And then like I was like, dude, this is amazing. And then I just like, I'm gonna follow him because like, you know, I thought all he talked about was like, you know, politics and stuff, but no, he just like is like a grandfather with pets now, man. He's just I don't know, man.
From all the things to own, a fucking donkey, dude. Like to have as a pet, not just own, but to have them indoors and everything, dude. A fucking donkey.
I know, it's amazing. Have you Frank, have you happened to check out any of his like videos or anything?
After you showed me the shirt and like the pictures, I was like, I think that's enough for me. I still respect. I mean, hey, you know, every celebrity pretty much has their own like animal. I mean, freaking what Michael Jackson at the time had the chimpanzee and stuff. So I mean, like.
He has a donkey and a little pony.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean,
only
whatever.
Arnold would, you know, where he would have him inside, you know, it's just like chilling.
It's fucking hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
He's already eating breakfast with them.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy, right? But on that, you know, I want to like talk. You know, we all like. I mean, we all grew up on Arnold, whether we all watched it pretty much together. You know, I've watched Arnold movies with Chico. I watched Arnold movies with Frank. Like, I kind of want to talk a little bit about like some awesome like Arnold movies. What would you say, like, Chico, like your favorite, you know, Arnold movie is, if you can even pick a favorite?
That's kind of a big question for me, bro. That's a big range. You know.
Hard. That's hard.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
tough. It's tough.
You gotta be like whether you want the more serious ones, like, you know, more action packed, or the ones that like kind of almost comedic action sort of deal too. Because man, True Lies is my shit too. You know, Commando.
The music is good. If you're talking about Commando, you're putting out two good movies that have like great like scores to go with it.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
Like Commando had that like wah, wah, like the saxophone, the wah, 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 and then had like the jungle and stuff. But it's just, dude, I would have to say
The one-liners on that cracks me up, dude.
Oh, well, I mean, Arnold's one-liner king, bro. Like that. I don't know. I mean, if he didn't do that stuff back in the day, I don't think like he could just all of a sudden like bring it like now and do one-liners. It just wouldn't work. But just because that was like his thing back in the day, and it's like 80s and 90s was like, that was kind of like a cheesy, like 80s especially was kind of like a cheesy era. Like you could get away with that stuff. So like because he did it, he could do it now, you know. What about you, Frank? Like what
it's hard, man. I mean, Commando, earlier I was doing the YouTube videos of his one-liners, because you know Arnold's always about the one-liners.
Oh yeah, especially in that movie. He
the part where he put one of the henchmen and like broke his neck on the plane. He's like,
I'm dead tired.
He's dead tired. But like, I don't know, Commando, Predator, man. I like Eraser, man.
Really?
Oh,
yeah.
The other day.
It was on. I saw it on IFC. So
Yeah.
And like, just the weapons were just outlandish, but like, you can't beat that, man.
Yeah, like I mean the cool, like that was like what the first kind of like gave us the first idea of like what a rail gun could be in real life, you know. And the fact that we like we have like giant ones that they don't want to tell us about, but it's that was cool as shit. It's like, yeah, I would have to say like that's kind of like toward the bottom of like Arnold movies for me. Like it's not, I'm not saying like bottom is like bad, I'm just saying it's like I love like I like it's not
even his trash ones are still pretty good, dude. Like compared to dude.
I'm trying to does he have like what is a I guess I mean it's hard to say.
What would you say, Total Recall's better?
I would say my favorite is Total Recall. Like,
no.
Dude,
I love Total Recall,
dude. Verhoeven, dude, the director. I mean, he did RoboCop, Starship Troopers. Just the music was really good because oh God, I can't think of the composer for that, so sorry, but he does like the RoboCop score. He did the Starship Trooper score, I believe he did those.
He does all the what's his face. Like he actually always works with him.
And he's whenever there's Verhoeven too, like they have, what my favorite thing is, especially about Total Recall, is those matted backgrounds, man. It's just like a lost art, dude. They don't do that shit no more. But when you would see those matted backgrounds, I was like, that's fucking cool, because it kind of takes you into like to me the matted backgrounds make it kind of like you're in that world, like you won't see that stuff. And then there's the weird music to Recall where it's like do 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 do, like I don't know how to like do it properly, but like, oh man, dude,
that was
Total
good
Recall.
attempt, yeah.
Right. Yeah, like, I think you were pretty close.
Oh yeah, right. But no, Recall with the like the mutants and stuff, and like Mars, and like,
well, the whole
is it
actual,
real
like,
or not? Like, oh man, it's so good.
Because like even like the remake, dude, I think they kind of lost that whole thing, like the Martians.
I heard it was terrible, man. I think I saw like bits and pieces of it, and I was like, nope.
Like the action in it was good, but like it ruined the whole Total Recall.
It wasn't like
Victor was saying, yeah, dude.
It took the sci-fi part out of it to me.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. It like focused too much on the action, not so much on whether like it was the whole thing was true or not. Like it really even touched the Total Recall towards like more towards the end. And I didn't really, you know what I mean? Like that's the whole movie.
I kind of wish,
thinking about it.
Honestly,
like,
if you like take the Total Recall name out of it, it could kind of be like a decent, like its own movie and kind of be called something else and it'd be okay. Like this is one of those movies where I just saw Total Recall and I bought it, on Blu-ray or whatever, and I was like, oh cool, it's like Recall. I didn't see it in theaters, so I was just like,
I did the same thing.
Yeah, every Tuesday, you go to buy the whatever latest thing came out. So I bought it. I'm like, Total Recall. It has my girl, Kate Beckinsale. Woo!
Was that Celine? Was her name?
Yeah.
Underworld. Yeah.
And I was like, okay, cool. She's like the bad chick. She's she plays God, what's Sarah? Oh my God, what's the actress name back in the original Recall?
Why am I throwing blanks?
Sharon Stone.
Sharon Stone.
There you go. Yeah.
Good. Yeah. I knew it was Stone. Look at this guy. Sharon Stone. She's that version. And then who was the girl in Total Recall? But anyways,
Jessica Biel was.
That's right. Oh man, Jessica Biel too, dude. They made sure they at least got the ladies stacked in that movie.
Yeah, dude.
But and then what's his name? Playing as like Arnold. Colin Farrell. Like he's a good actor. He just gets he just picks like crap.
His roles are like hit and miss. Some roles he's really good, and other roles he's like.
Did you guys watch the True Detective season 2 with him?
I haven't seen
season 2.
Good half of that season was really good. Like,
he did a great job. The season sucked.
yeah. When he was on screen, it was good.
Yeah, dude. Like he plays a good drunk.
Horrible Bosses.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I loved him in Horrible Bosses, man. He's just fucking Asian.
Fire over fat people.
Yeah. Charles Xavier over there. Get rid of him.
I know, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wheels.
But yeah, anyways, but like, yeah, the Total Recall should have been something else. Shouldn't have made it. And that kind of brings my point to, now that we're all here, it kind of brings my point to like the whole Scarface thing. See, Recall to me like is a perfect example of where you take it and you make it so like kind of too different that it's like, why call it Total Recall? Call it something else, because it's not Total Recall. So like that's what I was saying about with the Scarface thing. You can't go too like I said, you can't make it a white dude with like red hair in Boston and call it like Scarface. It just, people would be pissed. It wouldn't work. That's why like you have to keep it somewhat similar. I mean, you could change like the setting, but make it like a setting that makes sense. Like Los Angeles v Miami is like the perfect, like to me, like a different location, but still has that same kind of flair. You still have
because at a certain point, I understand that it won't really. Like updated version, it seems to be should go more of a Mexican style, in the sense that right now it's the Mexican cartels that are more in power than like the Cubans or anything like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. To me, but even if that changes, dude, it still kind of has that Hispanic Latino feel to it. If you do it correctly, sort of deal. Right.
I mean, I think they can come up with a good story. I'm sure that won't be the problem. I think what'll be the issue is just finding the right actor, because Chino came on screen, man. Like that.
Yes. Because if you think about it, like Al Pacino isn't even Hispanic. You know what I mean? But he did such a good job, dude. And that's not even the first time he plays a Hispanic, dude. Yeah. Carlito's way, dog.
Yeah, I know. And here's the question too. Like, do you think like, you think they could even get away with that now, of hiring a Latino to play this part?
Gotta be a good actor, man.
Dude. Yeah.
So it's gonna be like Johnny Five, where the one dude played the Indian.
Well, the one that kind of upsets me, because sometimes even like a Latino doesn't even play a good Latino. Like
everybody gets particular with the accents too. Like when you try to, portray a Mexican or Colombian.
Because
Like,
what's
they're
his
like, oh,
face
that
from
accent's off.
like Boondock Saints 2, they had that one dude play the Mexican, and technically he's half Mexican, but he played a horrible Mexican.
Or didn't you see like the first Narcos?
Yeah.
He played
I don't know who you're talking about, the comedian dude, right?
yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Pablo Escobar. Pablo Escobar was played by that character, and I remember people were telling me at work, they were like, "Man, he doesn't sound like Colombian. He sounds like Mexican or something." But he's playing, just like that. That's
it's stuff like that. Like you said, it's the accents too, dude. They don't quite pull it off.
Well, it is different though. Like a Colombian accent is different from like a Mexican accent, you know.
Yeah.
So, but
even
of
like
course,
the language they use, kind of.
But of course, you know, I hate to go that route, but like I'm not gonna get political. But most people think we're all like from the same place.
Yeah,
so
dude. It's all Mexican. Yeah. It's all Mexican. It's not Spanish. It's Mexican.
Oh no!
What was that? Machete? Not Machete. Yeah, it was. It was like, are you a Mexican or a Mexican?
Mexican.
Oh yeah, that was in Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
That was
Johnny Depp, right?
Yeah, Johnny Trejo, Johnny Depp.
Yeah. But no. Back to Total Recall. It's just like Total Recall is my favorite because it has so many lines like, "Hey Benny, screw yo," and then he like drills the drill through him. I mean, come on, that's like perfect. Or like, or
you blew my cover.
Oh yeah.
In the beginning, I mean,
when he's like going crazy or whatever.
Yeah.
He's like, "You blew my cover. What did you do?" And he's like beating up everybody. Just the violence itself too. I mean, it's Verhoeven, so like, I mean, you expect that from like, you know.
Well, graphic, dude. This dude makes graphic films in general, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
okay. So I threw out mine. Like, okay, Total Recall is probably like my favorite because like even like now I see it on like Cinemax Action or Extreme. Cinemax or Showtime, whatever the hell that channel is, it has like all these like action movies, and they play it all the time. And it's like, even if it's like in the middle of the movie or the end, as soon as Total Recall comes in, like I would just look at it and like, I'll just check it for like the cool parts real quick or a few minutes of it, and I just end up still watching the whole thing. So it just draws me to like watch it.
Dude.
So like now. So
Running Man for me too, dude.
Running Man's great, man. I think that's a underrated Arnold movie. I don't hear about that one too much.
What's an older one too, right? It's one of his oldest one.
Is it before Recall?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. They're all I want to say it is old before Total Recall.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even some of the graphics were a little bit worse than Total Recall.
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way, man. That's a good one, dude.
Turbo Time.
I actually saw that in theaters as a kid, dude.
Really?
I did too,
No, me and Frank watched the hell out of that Jingle All the Way, dude. That shit was Sinbad, man. Sinbad at his height. Yo, he was the bomb, man.
Sinbad Sinbad was. Yeah,
he was the mailman, dude.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
Actually, I remember wanting that toy, that action figure, and I never got it.
Turbo Man?
Bummed out. Yeah, dude. I actually wanted it. I didn't get it.
And then the kid who grows up to be Darth Vader is in that movie.
Oh, is it him?
Yeah, it's him.
What's his face? I actually don't remember his name, but
Dad?
He's the dude from Shumper, right?
No. I mean, it's not like the one actor who's the grown-up Anakin. He's the episode 1 Annie. Yeah, he's Annie.
Oh, the kid. Okay.
Yeah, the kid. Yeah. But yeah, so I threw mine out there, man. You guys can't be cheap about like I don't know which one. You guys got to at least give me
Commando,
like top.
Dude.
Give
Commando
me top 3
is
at
one
least.
of them, dude. Commando is probably up there. Like it's hard to decide too.
Commando, like I would say, okay, so I say Total Recall for sci-fi, but like yeah, Commando like for the one-liners and the just the fucking action is and the music, that's probably like up there. Like that probably could surpass.
Definitely, True Lies is up there with it too, man. True Lies is still one of my favorites. I don't know why I stuck to that one more, but I'd say number 1 for me, top number 1, Judgment Day.
Out of all the Arnolds, that's your favorite one?
Dude, that's actually my favorite James Cameron film too, dude. To me, like that's actually my first real introduction to action movies. That's it. When I was a kid, I'm like, man, that's fucking dope.
I know, I mean, definitely all those movies we're naming are definitely in my top 5 of like Arnold movies. Like, I mean, maybe not Jingle All the Way. That might have to like that will be out of the top 5. I mean, it's good, it's great, but it's not. It's like it doesn't beat like Commando. But yeah, Commando up there. Yeah, you're right. Judgment Day, man, is so fucking good. Oh, Frank, what is your take on Terminator 1 and 2? What is your favorite, 1 or 2?
2 for sure.
2 for sure. And now, did you end up seeing 2 first, or you saw 1 first?
I think I saw it in order. I saw 1 and 2.
Okay,
in
so
order.
why 2? Because a lot of people in the you watched the first episode, so like we were talking about it, like I saw like 2 first, so I cling to that one more, and like when you go back and when I saw 1, I was like, man, they just took like all the best stuff out of that one and made it better. So why? And a lot of people who see 1 first say like they love 1, they prefer 1. I don't say they prefer, but they say 1 is their favorite. And it's the better one now because and they're kind of almost like what James Cameron does, right? Like he'll come in, whether he comes in on the second film or whatever, but he'll like make like different movies. So like Alien was like a horror movie, and then when James Cameron came in for Aliens, like that was like an action movie. So it's kind of like
this blasting, dude.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Terminator 1 and 2. So what?
I think okay.
Oh, so I was just gonna say. So why do you think like? Why do you like Terminator 2 over 1, even if you saw it in order? Like, what do you cling to?
I think you got more of a. I mean, granted, he was playing as a rope, cyborg and stuff, but I think you got more of a personality out of Arnold. More in the second one, you got to see more action. I think the one that really stuck with 1 was the mystery, the whole mystery of like what he is, what he's capable of. The whole future, this guy coming back or trying to stop, save Sarah Connor and stuff. But I think 2, you just got to see Arnold more on the screen, talking more, more action. I mean, even the villain, man, he can't even beat the
T-1000.
Oh yeah,
Patrick. What's his name? Patrick.
Oh Patrick? God, I always forget his name, man. But
he's
a beast actor in general. He's like good at. He's kind of funny too. There's some movies where he was like, he had this like nice comedic shot. Even in like what was it, Wayne's World? Have you seen this boy?
Oh, when he reenacts that,
I liked him though. I mean, that's why I like it too. They had a good balance of a villain. Arnold got more screen time. I think the story was really solid. The effects were great.
Yeah,
I think it's just a lot. It was a well upgrade from the first one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
Robert Patrick is
Robert Patrick. Thank you. Yeah, give him credit.
There you go.
Robert Patrick. I mean, the way Robert Patrick is like, he did for that role like Peter Wells did for RoboCop. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that run. I don't think no one could do that run. But I will say, what's that actor who's like the new Ghost Rider in Agent Shield, but he played the newer like Terminator in the newer movie. He was like the bad one, the one that was like T-1000 but like made copies or whatever. He did a pretty good job.
I didn't even know that was the same dude.
I don't even. Yeah, is that the same guy?
Yeah, it's the same one who plays the Agents of Shield Ghost Rider, the Spanish dude. Can you see his name? Because it's driving me crazy. Because I want to be sure. I don't want to say I'm right and I'm not. But I swear because I like that version of Ghost Rider. You know what I mean? So. I think
I didn't even know that they had the Ghost Rider in the actual like Shield series.
Well, he's the newer. He's like with the because they try to keep comics in the
Gabriel Luna.
Is that
what you're talking about?
Yeah, yes. The Ghost Rider Agent of Shield isn't Johnny Blaze. It's the newer Ghost Rider who has like the car, and he's
the Hispanic one.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's why they got him.
Oh
in there.
Shit.
Yeah, dude, it's pretty sick. And they do
rising up, dog.
Let's go. They
Robbie Reyes.
Yeah, Robbie Reyes. Yeah, Robbie Reyes. And they like do justice for to like Johnny Blaze because you see like him like help him and he turns him into the Ghost Rider, so like he's in that world. Like you see like you only see his like feet and you hear the bike and you see a little bit of the bike. They don't actually show like the Johnny Blaze, but
no Nicolas Cage.
They don't show Nicolas Cage. Sorry, man. Sorry.
Damn.
But yeah, okay, so like yeah, man. Commando T2 is so good. I mean I think you know what one that I think people, I don't even know if a lot of people saw it or it's underrated. It's underrated to me. I don't know how the audience feels. I never actually looked at the tomato like scores for Rotten Tomatoes, but dude, End of Days, man. I fucking
get
love
the fuck
that movie.
down here.
Yeah.
I still remember that line, dude.
I love, yeah, dude.
That shake he makes with that pizza in the beginning.
Oh, that shit was nasty with the Pepto-Bismol. Like that shit was gross, bro. I'm like, dude, I don't have a hangover that bad to where I'm.
Well,
like,
it's weird because actually that kind of movie I remember.
It's the grease and shit.
That's the first time I got introduced more to his actual like more seriousness.
And he was like, to me in that one, that's the first time, like the first role where he was like kind of vulnerable. He wasn't like this
The
big
badass,
action
right?
dude who could
Yeah,
like destroy
yeah.
everything. He was like he lost his like wife and kid. He was like a drunk. He was like, you know, kind of wanted to kill himself.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like, and Satan was like fucking him all over in that movie. Like he was like throwing him around, and like he had dude, I love End of Days, man. Remember he's like when he's like Satan throws him over the through the window or whatever, and then he's like talking to him, come on, like, you know, join me, bring me the girl or whatever, and he's like, yeah, he's like, you're right, yes, I will, and then he's like reaching, he's like puts his hand up, and then like he kind of like goes back down, and then like Satan's like trying to reach more because he's like he doesn't get it, and then he just like picks him up and just throws
he throws him
out
down,
the
yeah,
window.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
yes, I was like, that's badass, right? Like that's so sick, man. But I love End of Days, man. I think it needs more love because it's
That was his only horror film, right? Like technically action horror.
I mean now, you know, he's did
Yeah.
like
well, he did that Maggie one, right?
you know what,
The one where-
a lot of people like that. I like him in it, but it was like too,
It's
it
not
wasn't
Arnold-
what I
a
expected.
traditional Arnold movie.
Well, not just that, but it just wasn't what I expected, because it was about like her turning into like
To
a zombie, and he's trying to
Yeah.
like, he has to get her to the place to like where they put people down, or they put him
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
cell or whatever. All this, but it was like very like there wasn't really anything going on. I think you encountered
No.
like one or two zombies.
It was more of his. I think that's the most acting
Dramatic
we've gotten
work.
out of. Yeah,
there's a lot of
out of
dramatic
Arnold.
work.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Have you seen
But she's-
Maggie, Frank?
I've heard about it. It didn't really captivate me where I was like, all right, I gotta go see it.
Yeah.
Right,
I
yeah.
ended up watching it just because I thought it was gonna be like Arnold
So-
Schwarzenegger in a zombie movie. You know?
I saw
what I
one
mean?
where he was like ATF, like a SWAT leader or something. He
Oh,
was like,
Sabotage,
Oh,
dude.
yeah,
There you go.
David Ayer, dog. David
Yeah.
Ayer, dude.
That's
I love
another
that
David
movie.
Ayer one, man. Yeah, dude,
that
that
was-
one's
that one was
awesome. Yeah,
entertaining,
good.
you know?
That was good.
Yeah, dude. It wasn't
pretty good actors and actresses.
Yeah,
in that.
yeah. Sam Worthington in there and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, he's like unrecognizable almost. Like if you
And the one guy
Yeah,
that was
dude.
Deathstroke too. At the end
Oh,
of
I know what you're talking about, dude.
yeah, the
Yeah,
actor.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Something
Manganiello?
Maggio.
Yeah,
Maggio.
Manganiello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Manganiello.
Yeah,
Something.
yeah.
Yeah. That movie.
So
That
it-
movie was actually, for what it was actually pretty dope.
Terrence Howard too was in there.
Yeah. He ended up banging the chick's
Yeah,
wife.
man.
Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. That's also kind of like a Arnold one, like you kind of forget, you know.
hmm
But
Well, I kind of flew under the radar a little, dude. It
yeah,
actually didn't get a great response.
I forgot that was David Ayer too, man.
Yeah, dude.
because I know that's out of like all his movies. I think like you don't really talk about that one too much, you know.
No, I think that one flew a little bit more under the radar than everything else he's done.
Oh yeah.
I mean, unfortunately, the main thing he's known for is Suicide Squad. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
yeah. But I mean, I don't know, man. Now that I don't know if you, Frank, you remember from last show that me and Chico, I think it was the first show. Yeah, we mentioned that Stallone kind of revealed like a Demolition Man 2.
I heard that was in the works.
Yeah,
but I didn't know if that was.
would you want Arnold as president in that movie, like they said he would be, just as a
Sure,
cameo?
why not?
You know, that would be kind of cool.
You're getting like one of the greatest movie action stars of all time. Whatever. Throw Van Damme in there for the splits. Who cares?
Expendable.
Yeah, dude,
Demolition.
Dude, he played a good villain, though, in Expendables, dude. I thought he
liked
was
him a
dope,
lot.
dude.
I know.
Fuck
The
yeah,
Wesley
dude.
Snipes in there. Whatever.
Why wasn't even Wesley in there, dude? I don't get it. He was only there for 15 minutes, dude.
Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, him,
Oh,
and,
dude.
like him.
Well, that's the
and-
first time you get to see him in that comedy role, too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like him and like pretty much Wesley Snipes was like the previous Jason Statham, because they both did the knife thing. It was very strange. Like I was just like, they both throw knives. Like Jason Statham's just a better knife thrower, I guess. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah, I don't. It almost like it was like without telling us it was like, hey, this is like the old Expendable crew, and then Jason Statham, and then we're like the newer ones, and then they threw in the new ones or whatever. I don't know, man. I love those movies for what they are. I mean, a lot of people like Expendables.
Yeah,
is
dude,
garbage,
for
but
what
dude,
they are,
Antonio
I think
Banderas,
they're
man,
dope.
did his Antonio Banderas things, you know, with you know.
Well, even then, you don't
you
really-
know, Desperado.
Yes,
shit,
yeah, dude.
know
You
what I mean?
missed me.
yeah, dude.
But dude, to me that was the most comedic I've ever seen that man is in the Expendables, dude. And I thought it was dope.
Yeah.
You know, I thought they were gonna do that thing where he does with his hair,
Yeah.
all seriousness and stuff.
No, but
And
they
no,
definitely
he-
got his style of like shooting guns and stuff. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
yeah, dude.
slide with the AK, and he was just like, you know, doing the thing. Like, I was like, yeah, that's throwback to Desperado and shit like that.
Yeah, dude. I thought it was dope.
Did you guys hear a possibility with the whole Django Zorro crossover?
That'd be cool. I don't know. Tarantino's going to be on that again, obviously.
Well, okay, so about that, they wrote. There's a comic that's coming. I don't know if it already came out or it's coming out, but it's Django with Zorro, like in the comics. So, and he was help writing that, and so apparently they were going to like do like a sequel to Django, and it was going to be Django teaming up with Zorro in like an actual live action movie, which I think is pretty fucking cool.
Well, didn't that Zorro movie actually got greenlit and then got pushed back or something like that? Like not too long ago, like 2 years ago or something?
Well, I remember the only recent Zorro movie I heard was the one that's supposed to be in the future. And it's like
What?
a futuristic Zorro.
That
yeah,
sounded
like,
horrible, dude.
like Zorro 2099 or something. Like they're trying to do like Spider-Man shit. Like, I don't know, man. It would be kind of wild, you know? Like, I would rather see that as like an animated property first, see how it works before. Like,
I forgot who there were that were supposed to get that. They got casted in the talks for it or whatever. So I believe they hired somebody, like some Hispanic actor, and they were going to use him to help them back it up. And then they got greenlit, and then they got dropped. I guess I don't remember.
Now,
I don't
was
remember
this supposed to be
thing.
like a reboot, or is it supposed to be like?
I have
It's not
no
supposed
idea,
to be a
dude.
continuation to like Antonio.
No idea, dude. No idea. Dude.
Okay,
no,
well,
I don't think it is supposed to. I think the Antonio thing is its own thing, and then this was going to be like another thing. But I don't know what if it's going to be like a sequel or just a reboot.
So if they do, like, Frank, what do you think? Like, if they do like a Django cross, like, you know, Zorro, would you want to have like kind of like a meta kind of thing where Antonio Banderas is like a little bit of like the older like Zorro still kicking ass, or do you want them to hire like an Spanish guy like they always do when there's like, you know, trying to bring
back the original cast, man. Bring Fox, you got fucking Antonio
Catherine
Banderas.
Zeta-Jones?
Yeah, yes.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. She lives beneath lasers. Workaholics. And Anthony
You're the man now, dog.
Anthony Hopkins is still walking around. He must have thrown
He's dead.
The man.
I know. Just
He's dead. I'm like,
different
what?
timeline. I don't know.
Well, it wasn't Anthony Hopkins, right?
Yeah, it
It
was.
was.
He played
It
the
was
Spanish
Master.
guy.
Yeah,
He
good
played
memory,
the
man.
original Zorro. He was supposed to be
Yeah.
the original black and white Zorro. Anthony Hopkins.
like
that was
Bruce
him.
No, but in the Antonio Banderas one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was playing as the original Zorro from like the old shows and stuff. That was that was Anthony Hopkins' like role. Like he's the original Zorro, and he passes the mantle on. I know, I know. I like completely forgot because I saw like, you know, when it came out, and then like years later, like watched it again, and I was like, you know, when I was young, and then as I got older, I'm like, Anthony Hopkins played a Spanish Zorro. Like, what?
I get like all those little zingers. Like, oh shit, like that's an actor. I can't believe it.
Huh. I actually didn't realize it.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know if we can get away with that now.
Well, as far as I know, he's not dead, right?
What, Anthony Hopkins?
He's still alive.
No, but in the movie, though.
Yeah.
In the movie,
Did
didn't
he
he
die?
die?
Yeah, he died. But he
What?
can come back. Different timeline.
Come on,
Different
dude. Yeah,
timeline.
dude.
I am.
It's between the second, like the first and the second, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can do it.
Hola, Clarice.
Yeah, it's good, dude.
Zorro is back.
Yeah. So
I never watched the second one.
I
It's
haven't
alright.
seen it. I
Yeah.
heard it was not that good.
Yeah.
When you gotta
Can't beat the
introduce a
first
little,
one.
when you introduce a little tyke to the movie, it's just like for the sequel, it just throws it off, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
It's just.
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. I'm excited. I don't care if they get a new Zorro. I mean, if this can be like a gritty, I just can imagine like a Django gritty like Zorro, like him going to like toward like Texas and stuff, like Mexico border, and it's just like encountering that shit. Like, and then we can actually see, because honestly, Django, he wasn't like fully fledged like
It was like during the time
bounty
that
hunter yet. Really, he was kind of still
they're
up like
taking
to the
over
movie.
Texas.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
You know
like,
what I mean? Like, yeah, they're like technically invading Mexico, trying to take over Texas.
yeah.
They can make it work.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
It would be cool. And like I said, he helped write the comic or something. Like, so, I mean, shit, that right there, they could just literally, he can pull from his own source. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think that's just, I mean, Zorro, the original fucking Batman, dude. Like, you know what I mean? So, anything with Zorro, I want to hear. I think that's a property that needs, like, a good, like, reboot, like, bring it back. you know.
Yeah.
But yeah. So did you guys? I think I talked to you, Frank. Did you Chico? Did you watch any of that Ultimate Tag thing? I was
No, I didn't.
All right,
I saw like trailers and stuff like that, but I never actually saw any footage on it. Yeah.
Dude, it's ridiculous in a good way, dude. It's the modern day
Very
like
intense.
yeah, it's like the modern day Gladiators, because they got
like Assassin's Creed and they're like running at each other really fast and like doing flips and shit, parkour.
Yeah.
Killing each other.
Yeah. Do you remember Gladiators had those like obstacle courses, and like they had like different events, like the Gladiators were
dude.
It's pretty much like that, except for there's not like, you know, tennis balls getting shot at them. Like literally, like they have like characters like Banshee and Gigantus, or I can't remember her name, but like, you know, like like Atomic Ant, and then like
do they have like an actual arena? Or is it like one
it's
of those
an arena
outside?
No, it's
biggest,
like
jungle gym parkour thing.
Thing, yeah. And like they got to like they have like the things on them, and then they got to run to this like spot and like try to see how long they can outlast these like the gladiator
their chaser, their pursuer.
Yeah. And dude, they're no joke. Like there's this one guy. I can't remember. I can't remember his character's name, but he is like this. He's like he's compared to a lot of them. There's some that are like, I like how they varied like the people, because there's like jacked dudes and jacked women's, but then there's like smaller dudes, and then there's like kind of like medium dudes. But I mean, they're all ripped. Obviously, they're all like muscular, because a lot of them are actual like either martial artists, bodybuilders, or like fucking
yeah,
like,
they get one guy that goes on there. He's like, so what are you, like a gymnast? You like working out, bodybuilder? Like, what are you? And you're like, dude, I'm a guy that really likes tag.
That's so dope.
No, that wasn't on the episode I saw, so that must have been those highlights you were watching, maybe for the other one.
Like,
oh shit, that would be amazing.
Dope,
that would be amazing, dude. Just, I like fucking
like, he like
tag,
puts his
bro.
chair down. He's like, dude, I just really like tag. No one can catch me.
Fucking dope, dude.
Dude, no, but like I like but anyways, the little guy, he's like super fast, and he's like a big expert parkour dude. And dude, he's like, I mean, they're running, and he's supposed to kind of be like the Flash of these guys. And so he's like, I mean, he's pretty much, you know, his whatever his, I think his, I don't know if his name's Zoom or something, I forgot, but I don't know, he's like jumping over. I mean, he's not only is he like jumping over things, I mean, he is like probably the fastest guy they have on there. He's like so far my favorite one, because I'm like, dude, this guy's like jumping over like two big obstacle like barricade things, and still moving like at the same speed as if you were just running straight. Like, this dude is amazing. And then they got this one guy named the Geek, and he looks exactly like Andy Samberg did when he used to have the curls and shit. I'm like, dude, it's Andy fucking Samberg in there. Like, he's all jacked now. Like, what is going on? But no, I think it's a fun show. I don't know. I think you guys, if you get a chance, like, it's on Hulu and stuff like the day after. So if you get a chance to check it out, I'm definitely going to be watching it, because I kind of missed that whole because I
don't even have those sort of shows anymore, right?
No.
Because Rock even has that one show, right? The Titan or whatever. Titan.
Yeah, but that one's like so serious. It's like too serious. It's not good.
Bring back Robot Wars with Mick Foley as the host. That's what I miss. I miss those robots, man.
Robot Wars, man. Yeah.
The knight with the spear, and he just jabbed right off the stage.
I thought they still have that though, but it's like
really?
Wasn't it like on Sci-Fi or something like that?
Yeah, because Jessica Chobot.
I don't think it's
Jessica
old,
Chobot
right?
from like Nerdist and stuff was like one of the judges and stuff. I would used to see.
Really?
Like, yeah. I mean, I think it's on. I don't know what channel it was on.
I remember seeing something about it. Yeah.
At least last.
But
year.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't think it's. I don't know. Like, I'm not up to date on any of that stuff, but I think it's still. There's one out there.
I just like how after all the years, like, still like the battle bots look exactly like the same. It's just like triangle. Big axe, square box, and like flamethrowers. Like, it's like nothing's evolved in the Robot Wars world.
Basic designs, bro. Basic designs.
Hey, I know. Hey, those the flippers, man, are no joke, bro. I love give me the wedge with the fucking flipper, and it's game over, dude. They just flip.
Bring back what is it, the I don't know, maybe I heard it's back, but Legend of the Hidden Temple. Remember when we were kids?
I
They're
heard it
bringing
was
that
back.
back.
Yeah,
They brought it
yeah.
back,
They're
right?
and they're making a. I think it's apparently also it's on like I think it's on Quibi. You guys ever heard?
It's all about the barracudas, man.
Yeah.
The barracudas. You got to get the golden monkey pieces or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking
Dude.
talking ass statue.
I remember talking to my dad, like, "Hey, Dad, can you try to get me into this thing?"
I know.
He's like, "No," and he walked away. Like, it was just a straight up no.
Dad, I want to get slimed. Is that a problem?
Yeah, right. I know.
It's like, who's gonna take you?
I know, man. I don't know if we.
Or
Like,
double
like,
dare,
I-
double dare.
I don't know if like half naked like tribal men who jump out of trees or I don't know if that's gonna work anymore because they would
styrofoam pit.
grab the kids, so I don't know if that's that'll work anymore.
in this society.
Yeah.
I don't know, but apparently it's on Quibi. You know that like one streaming thing that's like 10-minute long shows or some shit. Like I guess that's like I think it's on there, and apparently I heard Nickelodeon's making like an actual movie or something.
I've actually heard that.
It's like a movie.
I didn't dig too much into it. I just heard it.
Bring
Like,
me a
oh,
game show, man. I don't want a movie. Give me a game show where
Yeah.
like that stuff was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, but yeah. So that's interesting. Oh, and also I don't know what is going on. It's not like an anniversary or anything, but like I don't know if MK sparked this or what, but like I'm here all of a sudden I'm hearing nothing but about like RoboCop things. Like there was a channel, Dan Merle, he's like one of my favorite reviewers and stuff, and he's on like the Schmodown. He did his a 10-minute or maybe it was a little longer than that, a video on why he loves RoboCop. And all of a sudden I started hearing people just bringing up RoboCop after I saw like the release of RoboCop in MK11. So I don't know if like an anniversary is coming up soon or what. But have you guys been hearing a lot about it?
No,
And,
I've actually seen more of the RoboCop and MK sort of deal a lot more.
Yeah.
Like I got to watch all his fatalities
yeah.
and stuff
Or
like that.
brutalities were sick too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought they were dope, dude. I think him in general in there, like the actual like the gameplay, it looks dope. I don't think I could be able to use them, but
I'm gonna practice my ass off because me and Frank
I like
are gonna do
the
Evo. right?
outro. The outro when he grabs the guy and put they had
You're
the
coming with
gameplay,
me.
him and Arnold, but he had
Yeah.
Arnold's head on the hood. Like,
Yeah, that's awesome. That is cool, and the one where he also the one intro where he comes in, he like hacks at 209, and then you just hear,
like the little dagger or whatever.
yeah, that's amazing. So
Fucking at 209.
at 209, man, he's in there. He's
Yeah,
in there. Dude, I love it, man. At 209 was crazy, dude. That movie again, Verhoeven, man, dude, so good, man. Like I was trying to tell, hey Frank, like Chico, we need to we get enough people to start following us and stuff like that, and hopefully our audience is building. That we do like a watch along or something, and then we do like a RoboCop would be like the first watch along, because I think it deserves a watch along, because I love that movie, man. That's a movie that can never get old, man.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so dope, dude. And it's even for its time, dude. It's graphic as hell.
Oh yeah.
Dude, like when Murphy
special
gets
effects.
taken out, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. That's like
They don't have effects like that. Everything's CGI now.
Yeah.
Red Foreman, dude. Red Foreman.
Yeah.
And he's like, and I don't like cops don't like me,
Yeah.
and I don't like cops.
yeah, dude. Oh, dude, that movie's so fucking good.
It is, man. Oh my
Buy
god.
that for $1.
I'll buy that for $1. Did you know apparently
I forgot about that. I'll buy that for $1.
and then that was funny because they would always cut to that lion. He would always have hot chicks, and he's his head would get smashed into a cake or something, and then it's just all these hot women around him, and they'd just be laughing. He'd be like, "I'll buy that for $1." And it's
that's his
but and then
phrase,
it would
had nothing to do with it.
and then it would cut to whoever's watching him, and it would be the funniest shit ever, I remember the one dude, the one who was the one henchman guy who was kill me, when he got the toxic stuff. I remember when they were all rioting the streets, all the people, and he's sitting there in the fucking his SWAT van or whatever, just sitting there that I guess he stole, and like he's just sitting there watching the TV and he can't hear because all the writing. So he goes up to like where the TV shop is. Where
he breaks
watching.
the window and turns it up.
It's so good.
Yeah. He's like, you can't make this shit up.
Yeah, I know, man. Dude,
Dude.
It's crazy.
No, Clarence, don't do it, Clarence. Oh shit.
And you fly, Bobby.
I was trying to drink my beer and my freaking top wasn't even open. Damn. Got
Sauce
that
already.
Got that Sam Adams Summer Ale, son. It was
It
was on sale.
You don't get it? Not the Sam Jackson.
I got the Vienna.
How's it taste,
motherfucker?
What are you drinking? Still drinking the
Vienna
18?
lager.
Oh, okay. Did you finish that Modelo 18 pack?
Nah, dude, it's still here.
I'm about to say, damn.
You get tired of it.
It's right next to my leg.
Yeah.
It is.
It is. Look, he always brings it out. Look. It was on sale.
It was on sale, bro. Like, what am I supposed to do? Say no.
Quarantine 2020, man. Gotta survive.
I got another one out in the laundry room too.
Oh my god.
It's in the dryer.
It was on sale, dog.
It's on sale. Speaking of buying things, Chico, you might know a little bit more about this, or you might be excited, but John Krasinski's the Some Good News show that you're talking about actually got bought by CBS.
I read that earlier today, which I don't know. I thought he was done. Is it still him doing it?
I read it, and he's like, no, he's not going to be doing it, but he was like excited and happy. Like he didn't think this was gonna like kind of. Well, he never expected this to happen. You know what I mean?
It's I don't know if it's gonna be even the same thing, because the cool thing about it was him in his office at home doing it. Yeah. So I don't know how it's gonna be I don't know how it's gonna work out. Because I know it got a lot of movement too. Like there was actual people doing their take on it, like worldwide.
Oh really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
dude.
that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but the question is, I mean, they were doing it worldwide, and that's cool. Like, do you think it's a good idea to like grab this show and run with it without John Krasinski? Because I think he brought something kind of special.
Well, yeah, dude, that's what I mean. Like, it kind of the way he did things was kind of the essence of the show.
Yeah.
So
Frank, did you see the show? Have you seen it?
No, never
you
did.
Seen it? You know what it is? You know what it is?
No.
Well, Chico's seen it better, so you could explain it.
Yeah, it's like he was calling it Some Good News. So pretty much when this whole pandemic thing started, he wanted people to send in good news about what's going on in the world. Gotcha. So with that, he ended up just sharing stuff, like what people were doing, like helping the community and stuff like that. And then like certain things where tragic happens, or somebody ended up like having to postpone a wedding or something like that, he would try to help them out, make the best out of the situation. Cool. So that's
You know what that reminds me of? Like, it's just because we were just talking about it, the whole like satire thing and like of RoboCop, where I could just imagine, you said they take something bad and make it good, like when the one, like they would have those news people in RoboCop, and remember like the one where it was like when Peter Wells got all killed, like blown up, and they're like oh, a former OCP cop got shot down by Clarence, what's his last name? Clarence Howard or something, but Clarence Wadaker or whatever, and he's in a hospital. We're not sure if he would make it through the night, and they're like, good luck, they're like, good luck, and it's like, what? Good luck, Murphy.
It's like that scene of Naked Gun, dude.
Yeah.
When they were talking when OJ was in the hospital, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like in a coma. He's like, I'm sorry this was ever going to happen. I will not stop till whatever. Now, let's go grab a bite to eat.
Now let's go grab a bite to eat.
I will not stop and go.
Yeah. They're like, we'll have every cop in the city, like, that we'll look for. We will not stop till we find who
did this to him.
The attempt on your husband's life. Now let's go grab a bite to eat. This shit's so good, man. Fucking dude, that shit's amazing. But just that shit like that, like, it's so funny that you say like the whole twist. I mean, I know they're not gonna do shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
like, somebody's tragically hurt, and it's like, well, good luck, Mark.
Yeah, dude.
They're not gonna do shit like that. But it's just interesting. I just thought, that was an interesting.
Which is weird, because I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think what was good about it is the fact that it was happening where he was trying to do it, and what right now the whole pandemic thing and the quarantine was going on. How is it going to work 6 months from now when coronavirus isn't an issue anymore? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know. I
I
don't know
think
if it's gonna get traction. At least not that
I think
long.
it deserves traction because I'm gonna be honest, man, dude. The fucking news, like they live, whether they
Yes,
intend
yeah,
to
yeah,
or not,
yeah.
they live off that all the bad shit, dude. And it's kind of like
Yeah.
every time you turn to it, it's something
get the
bullshit,
viewers
man.
and stuff. You know.
Yeah, dude. It's just like, come on, man. Like I think it could be like the counter product of all like the bad shit
Right.
news. You know what I mean? Which I'm sure that
Like
was his
CNN,
intention.
like like the
Yeah,
other
right.
version of CNN or some shit like that.
Yeah, right. It's gonna have
Well,
a
let's
bunch
see,
of people
because
talking
it's
about
really
weed.
hard, because like even like us, right? You got to look at certain things. We don't focus on the good. Us as people mainly focus on the bad, or we
Yeah.
we rather listen to bad things or watch bad things or some crap like that. Like I'm not gonna watch a happy go-to movie all the time. You know, I actually watch more negative stuff.
Depressing shit.
Yeah, or some crap like that, dude. Like I don't know. Like I watch more documentaries about serial killers than anything, dude.
Watching the Crow on rerun or something.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, that's because of the damn music. That's why.
You know.
It's a goddamn good movie. No, yeah, I don't know, man, but it's different though. Like we watch movies and stuff to escape reality, man. I'm not trying to like watch something depressing and then like watch something in real life depressing either, man. That's why I don't. I'll watch like
what it is too,
highlights
like
on
what
my
I've noticed
feeds and
about
stuff.
people like nowadays, dude, they're watching a lot of like serial killer crap, man.
Yeah.
Like you know
It's
how many
the new thing.
documentaries there is, dude?
Oh, dude.
Like making a murder. What was the other one they were doing? That like it was like mine hunters and criminal minds and all this other
dude,
crap that's out there.
Yeah, you also the obsession.
Actually, I watched season 1.
Yeah, dude.
I finished season 2 and I'm like, no.
It's just
Season
all
1 was
about
the
it,
shit
man.
though, dude.
It
I
just
thought,
like
it was pretty decent.
Yeah, dude.
what show? What show?
You?
You.
Oh, I haven't
On
seen
Netflix.
that show.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
pretty
do
good.
That dude's crazy.
Hell yeah. There's gonna be a third one.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think season 1 I think was better than season 2. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Interesting, and
But
it's
that
like
dude's out there, dude.
it's a show.
Social
Yeah.
media is awesome, but can be a very bad thing too.
Yeah, dude.
Oh yeah, you're right. But you know, speaking of awesome, did you guys see that they are going to re-release Scott Pilgrim versus the World in the theaters? That's fucking cool.
Did you and I watch that?
Yeah, you and me watched it. We were excited because they're like, dude, this is a okay movie.
If
Like,
I
that's
remember
cool.
correctly, were we drunk?
I don't know, maybe. No, we don't usually like. No, we never used to hit them because remember we wanted to like remember the movie. So before like they did the whole VIP like drink and stuff. I think we just went in there
I'm trying
like
to remember
watching
if
it. I think
just
we wanted
showed
to.
up drunk,
Yeah.
though.
Oh, maybe.
I don't remember. Yeah, I think
I remember
just
that
showed
movie
up drunk.
thoroughly. I just remember there wasn't like a ton of
Yes.
people in there. Remember, and then when
Dude,
we sat
I remember
down,
that opening scene. To me,
We're
I'm
like,
like, oh,
this
that
is-
is so fucking
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Dude, I
Yeah,
went home and I bought the soundtrack, dude.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen Scott Pilgrim?
Oh yeah.
Did you like it?
I think I saw it right after I saw Expendables in theater. I just walked right into it.
And it's like a surprise. You're like, oh
It's
shit,
good.
you probably didn't
It was
expect
really
it.
good. I liked it. I'm
Yeah.
a big,
Yeah.
big gamer and all that, like the Zelda references and all the
The one up,
you know,
baby.
all
The one
yeah,
up,
dude,
baby.
like, Get a life, you know.
Yeah,
like, it's
fuck
pretty
yeah,
good.
dude.
I don't know. There was some like hidden gems in there, man. I didn't know Chris Evans, aka Captain America, was one of the evil exes.
Evil X's, man.
So when he comes out on
It was
the
so
skateboard,
good,
he's got,
dude,
like, the
yeah.
Paramount music.
Yes.
No,
The
Yeah, that was it.
the
Universal.
Yeah.
He's so
Yeah.
funny.
yeah.
I let him do the white shots whenever I feel like getting blatant.
Yeah.
Back in my winning.
My stunt double.
He's like, huh, that was my stunt double. He's like, oh man,
I'm
it's
nothing
cool,
without
man.
my stunt crew.
Yeah. Remember? He's like, no, it's cool. He's like, nah, man, it's cool. He's like, it's cool, man.
Knocks him
Let's go
out.
grab coffee. Yeah, and picks him up.
Can
Whoa.
you do a thingy on that rail thingy?
Yeah.
No,
Bro,
There's girls watching. He's like, all right, let's do it.
Hell yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
A lot of-
Yeah,
a lot of
that
actors
and then
now.
yeah, it was just like you said, there was just a lot of people, and like I mean, you know, Brie Larson was what's her name?
Envy Adams.
Envy
Yeah.
Adams, like that
Or,
was that was good, man. Like
So the guy who
Superman,
played
dude.
Superman, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
vegan psychic dude or whatever. And
I don't mind.
what's her
I don't mind
name?
hitting a girl.
The lesbian
I'm a-
ex-girlfriend
I'm
is the
like-
chick from Workaholics. The girl in the office. You remember?
Is she in there?
What?
Yeah, the girl when they had that girl fight.
No, that's not her.
Yeah, it is her.
No.
I know who you're talking about.
She's
It's
in
not
that
her.
new show with like the what's it called? Bad Girls or Good Girls?
Yeah, where she's like robbing places and stuff.
Or yeah,
right?
they're like doing no, they're I think it's about drugs or something. It's like
Hmm.
kind of like a comedy series.
The chick, but the chick from Workaholics, you know, their friend.
No, that's not
She's-
her. That's not her.
Yeah.
She go
well,
yeah. She go look it up real quick. I don't think it. I swear I know faces. I don't think it. I
I'm
don't.
pretty sure.
All right,
it is.
let's find out. Look
Buy me a
up.
beer.
What was yeah, right? I would owe you that one. I'll put it up there, man. I don't think so though, because you're talking about she was like the ninja. Like she was like
Yeah.
the ninja. Yeah, no, that's definitely not her.
That's at least that's what I'm thinking of that you're talking about.
Hang
I
on,
don't
I'm
know.
gonna get it.
But no, while you guys are doing that, I just want to say like I think it's a awesome idea that they're going to put it back
May
in
Whitman
theaters.
is that ninja chick.
May
I don't know if you
Yes.
guys can see it, but she's not the chick from
Yeah, look
Okay.
at her.
Workaholics.
Yeah, that's not her. That's another
Yeah.
comedian. Like she.
Yeah, you got me there. Damn it.
Yes, free beer.
Yeah.
Beer me.
Wait, hold on. Let me get on this. I agree with Victor the whole time.
But no, like I was saying, like I think it's awesome because it didn't do like it was more of like a
It got traction
cult
after it was
attraction,
released.
like a
Yeah.
cult hit kind of thing, like where it was like people saw it afterwards and they make a lot of money. So now that people know and they spread the word, and maybe there's some people who still haven't checked out but know, like, hey, I heard it's really good, and of course you know that now like when
Well,
they
I heard
re-release
even
it,
they're releasing the game now too.
yeah, they're
Remember how-
re-releasing it, man.
Yeah, 'cause
Yes,
it
that
got
game
pulled
is so
back, right?
good. Yeah. Well, yeah, they took it down, but not only that, it sucks because I beat the hell out of that game. I was like,
We played the fuck out of it.
hell
bro.
yeah, dude. And we never did 4-player though. I always wanted to do the 4-player because
Yeah,
dude,
get
that's
the
where when you
Whole
get the
band going.
yeah, you get the whole band. You could summon the monster if you guys do the ability together. And I never got to do that. And what sucks is that something happened to the game to like it kind of just like started messing up. And yeah, so it's good that they re-released it because then I could get a brand new one. It's like because it started really messing up, which sucks because it won't like it'll go to the
Yeah.
menu and then cut off and stuff.
It was
but-
that old school style of gaming too, like the old like Ninja Turtles style of gameplay. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Contra a little and stuff. I thought it was.
It was
dope.
like those
like
beat
a
'em ups.
throwback. Yeah,
Beat 'em
dude, it was a
ups.
throwback, dude.
Streets
Yeah.
of Rage 4, man.
Yeah, dude, I know, man. I'm ready to play, man. Frank, you need to get the not Frank. Chico, you need to get the Game Pass thing for like $1. It's like $1 right now. And you can
Right?
do Streets of
Is it?
Rage. You could do Bleeding Edge. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Because they just dropped Red Dead Redemption 2 on that thing. I don't. I'm still
Yeah,
wary
man,
if
I
I should.
already
buy
Such
it.
a
paid it.
long game, man.
Dude, that ending is. Dude, I hate Red Dead Redemption because they has such good endings, dude.
I don't know. I
And-
never played any of them.
Oh, dude.
I
But there
never
are
jumped on
really-
that horse, bro.
like Frankie says, dude. They're
No
really
pun
fucking
intended.
long, dude.
No, it was intended. It was.
But they're good. Like, but once you're done with the story, I don't find anything interesting about like the online or anything like that, or playing.
Oh my god! I remember when I played online the first time, and it was just a shit show.
Why was it just
Yeah,
like?
dude.
Was it just
'Cause, like,
garbage,
the-
or just
the-
everyone was
the-
just doing whatever the fuck they wanted?
because
to do?
you had to pay. I think you had to pay to fight people, right? Like you had to put up like a
Yeah.
certain amount of money,
Yeah,
but the
dude.
money was so like over the top that like you don't.
This is the
there's
second
no,
one,
No
right?
reward. Yeah. the
Yeah,
second
yeah.
one. And there's no reward when you like sign up for a match to play because like as soon as you get like murked, you lose like so much money, and then you got to go build it up again to go and fight people.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
guys
yeah,
haven't
dude.
tried the? So wait, are you talking about the old one or this new one?
No,
The-
second
The
one.
new one, the second
new
one, yeah.
Oh,
They didn't have
okay.
multiplayer in the first.
The first one there, yeah.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool how they brought back the map to the first one at the end
Yeah.
of. I thought that was.
Wait,
cool.
sorry, I'm getting confused because the first one wasn't called Red Dead Redemption. That's why I'm getting confused. The first one was
Oh,
called,
you're
like,
talking about Red Dead Revolver.
Yeah, see, I thought
Oh,
Red
yeah,
Dead
But
Redemption is you're talking about-
that's a PS2. That's a whole different thing. It's really not
okay.
even. The stories don't really.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
yeah, it's a whole
Because I
different- yeah.
consider the new one like the third addition to it, but I guess it's
Nah,
not.
no.
Okay,
It's
alright,
not.
sorry. Okay, interesting. Okay, but yeah, dude. Anyways, I'm excited because I wouldn't mind seeing Scott Pilgrim in the theater again and just seeing like a bunch of people actually be in there and like cheer it on and stuff. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, when you and I went, it was only like what 15
There's only
people.
like a few people, man.
Yeah,
it
dude.
sucks. And it was such a good because I think like no one knew what it was, but you and me like saw the trailer, so we're like, oh, this is gonna be like a video game thing, and like I
Yeah.
kind of knew it was a comic, but I didn't know really anything about the comic at the time. And then got in, we're just like, dude, the music's awesome.
Yeah,
Okay,
dude. I mean, it had Beck doing the soundtrack, dude. It was it wasn't even like his style of music. Like he changed it up for the movie. You know what I mean? That was fucking dope. Like I really fucked. Like I said, like I went home and I bought the soundtrack for it. It was that good to me, dude.
It's good, man.
Yeah.
And when they had to fight the twins and shit too, like that whole battle.
Oh, the DJs.
Yeah,
that shit was dope,
Asian
dude.
DJs, yeah.
Yeah.
But what was the song? I'm trying to remember the song for that they were playing because that shit was it was like dun 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 dun.
Yeah. The actual theme song is Scott Pilgrim, whatever.
Yeah. Dude, it's so
your
good.
voices.
Yeah.
Oh, their voices.
You can't do more than 15 seconds.
My
Trying
bad cut.
they ain't trying to pay here.
I'm singing at a different octave.
Oh
right?
yeah, right. You're doing a cover. It's okay.
Yeah. Tribute.
Okay, so what I also want to talk about is which is this is very weird and interesting. I never watched it, but Ruby Rose leaving Batwoman series after the first
one
season,
season, right? After
Yeah.
one. I don't know. I never. Like I got into Arrow for what those 2 seasons when you and I had the apartment.
You and me were like crushing some Arrow,
Yeah.
and we were crushing Flash
Flash.
mostly. Flash was
season
our
1.
show.
Season 1 was good, dude. But then I remember it just didn't grab me again.
I mean, you and me
Season 2
ran
did.
through a good couple seasons before. Like, I know you like were like, that's it, you know.
Yeah.
I stuck
It
with
is
Arrow
just-
for so long, but I couldn't finish the last. Like, I haven't.
I
finished
think
the last
Arrow. I
3
think we did
episodes.
3 seasons. But,
Straight. We
yeah.
were like marathon the
Yeah,
fuck out of that shit.
I just keep failing the city. I just can't stop failing. Maybe I should hang up the mantle and give it to somebody else. Like all the time.
Yeah, dude.
I know,
it was just
man.
it was just too much of that sort of
He
deal.
just can't be happy, man. He's always just upset. Like he's just
You're rich,
Someone-
bitch.
the old lady gets hit by a car, and he's like, "Damn it, man! If I would have just been there."
I failed this old
Yeah.
lady. Yeah, and then he like would always like.
Well, they
I gotta
kept bringing
put
back
it up.
Batman
The
villains
workout
into
scene.
play, dude.
Boy, what'd you say?
He said, "Damn, I gotta figure this out." Workout scene. And,
Oh, yeah. It was like that didn't make any sense.
and we do like my extreme pull up climb ladder thing with my abs showing. All right. Where were we good?
I got it. I know.
Yeah. Oh my god. But so did any of you guys ever watch? Like, did you even try to watch Batwoman or anything like that?
Oh hell no!
No,
dude,
dude, no.
man.
I heard it wasn't.
That whole
I heard it
thing
wasn't
was
that
so
good.
like just not what do I say, like not politically charged. It was like just super female power, which I'm all for, women empowerment and everything like that. But I think it came in with a specific agenda, and I think that took it away from the plot, I think, of the show. You know what I mean? The actress. But
I just think like Ruby Rose isn't like that strong of an actress, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like
Nah, I don't.
she,
Yeah.
I
like
saw
a Netflix show, and then the Xander Zone movie we were talking about, and then John
I'll
Wick.
do it.
With
she
John
was
Wick.
the
But she
mute.
didn't say anything. in
She
this,
didn't say
you know?
anything.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just did signs and stuff. And they were like, "That's good. That's good. That's a good spot for
good
her."
enough.
But
Good
yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not surprised. It's just gonna be interesting to see what
Well, at a
they're
certain
gonna do.
point, dude,
swap
like
it
with
up.
like the whole Arrowverse, dude, I felt like they were just throwing characters, just to throw characters.
Well, the
in.
thing is, they were trying to make like, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. I mean, I probably out of all 3 of us, I probably stuck with it like the longest. I think within like the year or 2, I kind of started falling off. I think the one series I actually stuck with the longest was Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, just because Legends of Tomorrow was so goofy, and then they threw in Constantine, so I'm like, oh, I fucking love Constantine, so I want to keep up.
Yeah, I
with it.
heard that. Yeah.
And it was like kind of its own
The new
thing.
actor and everything. Dude.
Yeah,
I thought
everything.
that was dope, dude.
Yeah, he's awesome. So like, I stuck with it, and like, I don't know how Legends of Tomorrow, so I hear it's still doing pretty good, and but I would have to say like they did okay with some of it. I just think with like the Arrow, like I just didn't like that it was like they kept doing like, okay, like they were trying to make it like Batman didn't exist, which they finally revealed in like the crossover that like Batman is real and he's been in Gotham. But I didn't like the fact that they had all these different worlds.
Well, they
were,
kept
like,
bringing
different
like Batman
stuff.
villains into Arrow.
Yeah, they were pretty much because they were
Yeah,
trying to
like-
make him Batman, which I didn't like because he's not Batman. I mean, he has the money and stuff, but dude, he's like It has the
Well,
sarcasm.
even like
and
the
he's like,
whole the comic book to what they were doing in the Arrowverse. It's like 2 different Green Arrows, dude. You know,
like I said, the Arrow was supposed to kind of be like kind of smart ass and like.
Yeah, a little bit
know.
more Tony Starkish.
Yes.
Than Bruce, you know
yes,
what I mean?
But he
like,
had like the Bruce stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And he was like a beast, and and then like they kept changing like the Black Canary was like not called. They kept changing the name, and like, I'm like, dude, why do they keep changing all these Black Canaries? Like, can we just get
White
this like
Canary.
Central Canary? Like, I don't know. It was just. I don't know. I think they started finding their footing toward the end, like when they finally revealed like Batman's a real character and stuff. It's just weird. And then they finally merged, like the recent crossover. They finally merged all that shit. Like Supergirl's finally on this Earth, Superman, Batman, like everything is like Black Lightning. Black Lightning was actually a pretty good show.
Yeah,
because it tackled a lot of like.
I didn't even try. I'm not gonna lie.
Black Lightning was okay. I didn't like his suit though. I was like, what are you doing, dude? You're Black Lightning fighting the streets, and you're like a glowworm. Like people can literally see you coming from a mile away. Because I'm like, this isn't like a fucking Starscape. Yeah, this isn't a festival. You can't be wearing that shit trying to like. Jump on
I thought the story arc for Black Lightning and the show was pretty decent.
Yeah, it was because it was kind of like
the suit was over the top, but
yeah, he was like a smaller town, and like he's worried about his family and daughters. Like it was good. Like the actor's good too.
Yeah,
like,
I know, dude. The boss that he fights is pretty badass. That guy.
Oh, he just fucks shit up.
Yeah,
I like his story because it's like he really in real life, he's has the pigmentation difference, and I like how he was like, yeah, they treat me different because I am black, but they treat me different because of my skin thing. And he's like, I'll show them, and I'm gonna run the streets, and I'm gonna show you guys. Like I like his whole thing. Like he's a badass. Like he's beast. So but like anyways, with the crossover that I saw, that's where they introduced like Ruby Rose, and it's just like when she was saying those lines, I'm like, this is rough, man. This is rough.
Like you don't even believe what you're doing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why she went out, dog. I'm like, yeah.
Like, you think she got a lot of criticism after like through the season?
I don't know. Maybe it's possible. Like
how she's gonna.
We're doing it now.
Yeah, I mean they're gonna play the politics. So like when I was reading the article, she was mostly saying like, thank you, I'm appreciative of like you guys give me a chance, and then they were on their side were like, we love thanks for playing this character, and we're gonna miss you and blah blah blah. So like they're playing like the politics of like not saying why she's leaving, but like I know a lot of I just know like whenever I listened to when they talked about Batwoman, it was like a lot of criticism on like her like acting, like how like the story plot was like kind of crazy, because like I think her villain's like a real character, but to me every time I saw the villain in the show, I mean not in the comic, she almost seemed like they were trying to like make Harley Quinn without Harley Quinn, like they're trying to substitute it. I can't remember, man. It's just like another blonde crazy chick who I don't know I don't read Batwoman comics, so I don't know Batwoman villains, but I know like the main chick is like a big Batwoman staple, so I have no idea.
Just keep reading the lines, Ruby.
You're doing great.
I'm saying it, but I just don't believe it.
Did you guys watch like Orange is the New Black?
I've seen.
That's where she made her. That's where she made her debut, right? It was Orange is the New Black. So I was gonna say she must have like killed it. So she must have.
She was like a hit. She was a hit for sure. And then
is she a main character in that, or just like a guest spot?
She's one of the. She was for like a season or so. Yeah.
Oh, and then all of a sudden they tried putting her and stuff, and then like you could really see like I said, like John Wick.
The director's like, she really ain't all that.
I don't know, man.
Maybe it's the writing.
Again, she could be like what we talked about with Colin Farrell, where it's like maybe she's just in the wrong stuff. Mm-hmm. Like she can't shine,
Yeah.
Or maybe you don't know like how she actually interacts with the people that are filming. She may be like a hard person to work with,
A Chevy Chase over there,
I was really surprised about that whole Chevy, like learning like years
back.
Like,
dude,
he was
like
really
actually,
like a
when I found out
douchebag.
about
I just never thought he
the
was a
community
douchebag.
thing, and I looked it up. They're like, yo, this guy's a fucking dick.
Dude, yeah, I want to make Fat Neil fat.
Get off my chair! You're stretching it.
Oh man,
Dude, yeah.
It's just crazy. Like I said, I think at this point, don't do a Batwoman season 2, man. I was like, you just all of a sudden you're gonna replace her, and then everyone's supposed to be
because there is
like,
right now, right? They're trying to replace her, right?
they never said they're gonna cancel the show. They
No.
seem like they're going to like season 2 get somebody else, unless they could say like something happened.
Which it
to her
won't be the
character.
first time they replace a character, you know, in a series. But
that's-
it is the
But
main
that was
character.
back in the day, though. Like I
Yeah.
don't think they do that anymore because like it's weird.
Yeah, certain ones they still do. Like Game of Thrones did it. They replaced actors.
Yeah, they replaced the one dude who played Frankenstein in Death Race 2. They replaced his character in Game of Thrones with the other dude.
Yeah.
They look completely different too. 'cause,
Yeah,
like,
yeah, dude. Like, and they did another one too. I know that. Damn, I forgot what the dude was. In one of the seasons, one of the dudes ended up banging what's her face?
Daenerys.
Yeah. They
That's the one I'm
replaced
talking
him.
about.
Yeah,
The
is that
Death
him?
Race.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
Death Race 2 dude. The Blade 2 villain and the Hellboy Golden Army 2 villain. Like that guy. That's him. Like,
Oh, is that? Yeah,
That's
it
him.
is. It is actually him. I
Yeah,
never realized that. But
Frank,
yeah,
did
they
you
ended
ever-
up replacing him.
Did you ever see Death Race 2?
No,
Dude, it's not bad. It's not
Is
bad, dude.
No.
Because it's supposed to be. It's not Jason Statham. It's the original Frankenstein. It's like how.
His
the
prequel before he died.
Yeah, before he died. Yeah, dude. It's
Or how
pretty,
he became Frankenstein and shit. Or
yeah,
whatever.
how the Frankenstein like came to be like the character, and like it's actually
Because they
pretty
have like
decent.
what, like 4 now?
I haven't seen any more after that. I was like,
Oh,
this is
no.
good enough. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't need to see any more after
What is,
that. I'm like,
what's my name? 100K? What's the Asian dude from the first one?
oh, fucking Liu Kang.
Yeah.
Liu Kang, bro. Come
What's
on,
my
man.
name? 100K?
100K, dude. I love I love the fucking dude. Death Race is awesome, man. It's just for what it was. It's just
For
like,
what
you
it
know-
was, it
You know
was
what it was. Like when you watch
Yeah,
it, you know
yeah.
what kind of movie it is. I
You know,
mean,
yeah.
have you seen
There's
the
no, like,
original? Have
Academy
you seen
Award
the?
winner.
Tyrese Gibson.
Oh, dude, I hate his acting, bro.
I'm
Only
not a
one movie I
Tyrese
like,
fan,
dude,
man.
is Baby Boy. But even then, that wasn't that great.
I'm not a Tyrese fan, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
especially
yeah,
even outside, he talks a lot of shit. Especially with the whole Fast and Furious shit with The Rock and all that. He would add his 2 cents. It's like,
Nobody cares, dude.
shut up, man, dude. Just shut up.
I don't
Get
even
your
like
paycheck
his music, dude.
and shut up, man. He makes
Like,
music.
why is he? Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
Jesus Christ.
I don't even understand why he's famous, dude.
I don't know.
Like I would, like I said, Baby Boy is the only one I like. But even then, it's not that great.
Yeah, but anyways, like I don't know. I think it's gonna be weird. Like I said, it's probably gonna end up being an awkward like Curb Your Enthusiasm where Larry David replaced George for the Seinfeld reunion.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like it's gonna be the same thing. Where it's like, oh hey, Batwoman.
Yeah,
It's gonna be
yeah.
a completely different person. I don't know, man.
I remember you from the last episode. We were
Yeah.
just.
Oh, we go back.
Yeah, right.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. I'm very interested to see who they end up like picking, but I don't know. But yeah, so I remember earlier you said you didn't, Chico, you didn't know what Peacock is. It's like NBC's like their own streaming service thing. Like they're
Why
trying
would they
to
name it Peacock? Just because of that?
because the bird, their emblem thing.
I still
don't
be
think
worried
it's a
about
great
calling
name.
it, having cock in there. You know what? Like, why do it, dude? So Karen is gonna complain about it or some shit.
I know,
dude.
right? Yeah, Jesus Christ. I don't
It's
know.
just like, come on, man.
yeah, it's
Like, I get it. It's always been there, but nobody really said it.
now my kid all he says is Peacock. All right, he's like, Mom, I'm gonna go watch Peacock. Like, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Peacock is only $10.
Yeah. Oh God. Or the kids, the kids shorten everything up like Sunny D.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
So it'd be
They're just
called
gonna
the
end up saying
cock. It'd just be the
dude.
cock.
Yeah.
No, I just subscribe to
Put
the
some
cock.
cock on.
Dude, it's only this cock is only like $10 a month. It's not that bad.
Yeah, dude. Come on, cock is a great deal, dude.
You guys are
But-
stupid.
But so apparently, which I find, I don't know how they're gonna do this, but apparently they're going to try to make a Little Mermaid live action sequel.
So is it like that musical thing they did like not too long ago?
No. Okay, so this is what's weird.
Just
It's
leave it
a
alone.
left wheel. So it's the Little Mermaid. It's a sequel. It's going to be a comedy, and it's going to be 15 years after she married Prince Edward or whatever his name is.
What, she's
and
gonna be in her
she's
40s or
and she's
what?
miserable. Like the whole premise is she's in a
Midlife
miserable-
crisis.
and it's gonna be a comedy. So I don't know if she's like a bored
It's gonna be
housewife.
streaming on Cock, right? Cock TV.
Mom, watching the cock. You know?
I'm watching the cock. Yeah, dude, I don't know.
I watched a Little Mermaid on the Cock.
Oh my god.
All right, all right. Gil.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, but apparently it's based. I mean, I guess they can get away with it because like Disney obviously owns the Little Mermaid, but I guess they can get away with it because it's like based off. They try to say it's based off like the tale or the book or whatever the hell the original. Thing. But it's gonna be a comedy, man. That's freaking weird, dude. Like what? Like
I still don't get how they're gonna do it. Like how, because I know like I don't know if it's NBC, but I know they did like a live action or live, like Broadway sort of deal on TV for the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I know that. Well, they
right?
I don't know what's with all these Broadway. They're putting everything on like the live Broadway. Like they did Grease, right? They did Grease. Hairspray was on TV. Like all of them. They did all. They did all.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's weird.
So,
I don't know.
So I don't know if it's gonna be like a. Is it like a series or is it like an actual?
Yeah, it's
movie?
gonna be a series. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, does that interest you
Yeah,
at all,
pilot
Frank? To
episode
watch?
goes and then go from there.
Would you watch the pilot episode, Frank?
Probably not.
I wouldn't do.
Well, you know what's weird?
Especially
I can't pay for that.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah.
No, but you know what's weird? Because I have Comcast, it's free. It's on there, like Peacock, and it's free for me. And I checked it out.
You get the cock for free?
I got the cock for free, bro. Yeah. Jealous? Jealous?
I don't see how you get the deals, dude. I don't see how you get
it's who you know.
Who you go with, sort of thing.
Hey, so you know, sometimes you gotta put yourself out there, you know, to get all. I got the
cock.
Dude, you feel like the cock would be on Cox, you know?
No more. Stop.
All right.
Like all this temptation.
I know we're done. All right. Enough of that shit. But no. So I checked it out, right? I checked out the Peacock, and I went on there, and some of the things. I mean, you know, I expected a ton of like NBC shows. Like they have Saturday Night Live. They have like a lot of like their shows, but I'm surprised how they got some of these properties because like they have fucking Sliders on there. And like Sliders was a Fox show because I remember back in the day watching Sliders on Fox. At least I think it was on Fox, right? Do you remember, Frank? Did you ever watch Sliders?
I'm still stuck on you saying Cox, man. I'm sorry. No, I don't recall.
Or Chico, you watch Sliders, right?
That's the one with the portals, right?
Yeah, with what's his name?
Whitaker, right? Forrest Whitaker?
No.
Okay, never
Whitaker
mind.
Wasn't on Sliders. Dude, can you imagine Whitaker on Sliders?
Wasn't it? Who was the dude in there then? Wasn't he on a show where like it was like portals and you would go through?
No, that was it.
Forrest Whitaker wasn't it?
Dude, Forrest Whitaker was on fucking Sliders. That would like amplify.
He was in
that,
Panic Room before that.
No, there was a no. Yeah, you're right though. Like the premise was like what's his name? The actor starts with like Connolly is his last name. Look it up real quick. Look up Sliders cast, but it was but you were right. They like he created the main character created the portals, and they would jump, and it would be like different dimensions. It's pretty much Rick and Morty before Rick and Morty, and it was like they like would hit different parallel Earths, and it would be like one would be like a parallel Earth that was like a Nazi, like the Nazis won. Another one was like the 60s, like was still going on during present time. And then it started getting some crazy shit. It was pretty cool. Like that show was really good, man. I love that show. It had the actor who played Gimli in The Lord of the Rings. He was the professor, and they would call him the professor. He was on that show, and he was one of my favorite characters. That's how I knew, like when I heard.
Jerry O'Connell was in the shit.
Jerry O'Connell, that's it. Jerry O'Connell, and then who? The professor. What's his name? He's the one that plays Gimli in Lord of the Rings.
John Rhys Davis? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but he's dude. He was
Clement Derricks is the one I thought it was Forrest Whitaker.
Oh my god, they all look the same, don't they?
I didn't say that.
To you.
You're racist.
No, I'm just kidding. No, you said it, not me, not me, dude.
I'm
I'm just joking. But I can I don't know. I don't know how you mistake Forrest Whitaker for that one actor because they're like. I don't know. Dude, I don't know. Maybe watch like was Forrest Whitaker? I was gonna say like a movie, but I don't think he was in that movie either. But no. But they have Sliders, which I swear is that on? Since you're looking it up, is it on Fox? Was Sliders on Fox? Because I swear it wasn't an NBC property.
Well, I could have sworn it was on Fox. Yeah, it was on Fox, original network.
Yeah, so I don't know how they got that, and then they got some other.
Then they went to Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah,
but then NBC picked up Sci-Fi.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, I think
maybe
they did ended up buying. They bought. Because remember Constantine.
Oh yeah.
That's how they were able to get Constantine, because they ended up buying Sci-Fi.
Okay. That makes sense now. All right, but they got like Cheers. Like they got Sequest. Like, dude, I used to watch Sequest all the time when I was younger. Sweet Sequest. But yeah, it's they got a lot of like really good old shows, and then like all the new shows. Like I don't care. Like I don't think I want to watch SNL, like all of like SNL. And
I watched a little of that quarantine one they did, and it wasn't the same in the sense, like, I don't know, maybe it was a little funky, the fact that nobody was really in the background laughing or something like that, like kind of like the Conan stuff they do now.
The Conan's okay. I mean, I don't know, man. This stuff is still, to me, it's like the one I think it's not working out the most with the quarantine. I think like Conan, it's where I think like all that stuff for like them, it works. The one thing I don't think it works very well is the Daily Show. I don't think he tries to do these like jokes, and I don't think he's funny. Have you ever watched the Daily Show with that dude?
No, I haven't seen the Daily Show once.
I'm not a big fan of him.
I'm not either, man. But like they keep showing the promos, because like the one channel like I leave it on just as a go-to, just because I always leave it on Comedy Central, whether I'm most likely not watching it. I just have it as a background noise. They always promo the what's his name who does the Daily Show, and he does like these like corny ass jokes. I'm just like, all right, I don't know how you're doing the quarantine, because I'm like, it's not funny. Like you're not. Who
else is doing it? Is it just those two? Is like Jimmy Fallon?
No,
doing
Jimmy Fallon. Yeah, all of them. All
he?
the talk show people are doing it, but yeah. So I don't know. Like, it seems like the Peacock has like a lot of old shows that people, I guess, could like be interested to watch. It's just, I don't know. I think I'm gonna just watch Sliders on there. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's I miss. I never actually finished it because they kept changing. Because like you said, Jerry O'Connell, like he left at like toward the end, and then he got like they tried to change the story around into why he's like a different like they said, like you said, replacing people. They replaced Jerry O'Connell with some other dude, and like supposedly like their story was like when they were going through the Slider portal, he like fused with like another alternative version of himself, so he became a completely different actor. And I'm like, what? Like that's their explanation?
I do remember stuff like that too. Like I was young when I was first watching it.
Yeah, same here. I was yeah.
I remember it would come out like it wasn't late night, but like around like 7 o'clock and stuff like that. It would come out.
It was like I think it was like Friday. I know it was like toward the end of the week. Like it was like either like a
Friday. I want to say it
was
before like X-Files or some crap like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been watching X-Files. I shouldn't have been watching them.
No. And I remember for like the longest time I never knew what the name was. I knew what the premise and what kind of certain episodes, but I never.
You never remember. I mean, they say it in the like all the time.
No. I mean, like now, Sliders. Like I wouldn't remember. Like I forgot for like I would say like solid 10 years what that show was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's weird. Like I said, this sequel thing is just gonna be it's gonna be weird. I don't know. But so they dropped finally the Tenet trailer, like an actual trailer. Did you guys check it out?
I did.
I was pretty buzzed, but I watched it. It's good.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember.
All right. What
I'm
do you?
so confused on that, man. It's gonna be weird. I really don't know.
Here it's really cool because like I think, in my opinion, the trailer doesn't give you anything of what it's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like same deal with Inception, dude. Like the Inception trailer is really like, what the fuck is this movie about?
You're not gonna.
But you're intrigued.
Yeah. No, I definitely am. I mean, the fact that I know it's Denzel Washington's son.
Washington, yay!
I think he'll do good. They got what's his name from Twilight, but he's gonna be the Batman.
Patterson,
yeah. So
Patterson.
I'm giving him a chance, and you got Alfred in there from Batman, and
Michael Caine, dog.
Michael Caine.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, time travel, I guess.
I definitely want to watch that in trailer.
Okay.
Theaters too.
Here's my
I
question.
watched it.
Here's my question now, because I told you they were saying that's possibly intertwines with like Interstellar and Inception are possibly in the same universe with this. Does that trailer? Does that like hold more water that it could possibly like link all those movies together with the way it is?
I don't see it, dude.
I think it's like a little like rumor or like a little just something that kind of like get you away from just thinking about the main story. I don't think it will tie it together.
Well, but I mean,
it's a very far stretch to do it.
Is it though? Because like think about it, it's like almost the same. Like literally, this trailer is almost like Inception, where it's like this guy gets the one like Robert. I can't tell who's the outside guy. I can't tell if Denzel Washington's son is the one new guy going in, or Robert Pattinson is the new guy coming in. That part's not clear because they don't make it clear, but it's pretty much like the same thing. They're bringing someone outside into this new organization, and they're there to do like stop something. It's almost like the same with Inception, where they like Leo is bringing in the new what's her name? What's her name? Ellen Page into the thing, and they got to do this job. It's like the same thing, and it's like the same weird crap.
Still in his mind, hugging his dream kids.
Okay,
for
here,
Catwoman on that distant planet, and Denzel's son. They're gonna end up just going back in time and ending
Robert
up
Pattinson is
Gotham City or something. I don't know, dude. That is something.
Dude, you didn't know? You didn't hear? Robert Pattinson is the grown-up son of Leo. You didn't hear that?
Yeah, bro.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was just waiting with it. I knew exactly where you were going with it.
Mine is fucking Inception now, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah. And then Michael Caine is Matthew McConaughey old. He made it back.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Wait. Well, Michael Caine was in Interstellar, and he died in there.
Oh,
well, there was a part in the trailer like
it's his clone.
It's pre-Interstellar. There's a part in
the trailer where they're holding Denzel Washington's son, and like he's all like I guess wrapped up. He has his arms behind his back, and they're like showing him something, whatever his mission is. He's about to see it. Now it's like, what is it? Matthew McConaughey coming out of the ship?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna throw something
Leo
weird.
DiCaprio's living room, like.
All right, I'm gonna throw something
with the totem.
Yeah. I'm gonna throw something weird. Okay. So this one, the company took the technology that Leo's company was using to go into the mine. That they're using that technology to bring people who got killed, and like they like resurrect him, because apparently he's like they make it seem like he died, and then they like brought him back, and he's like in this either this fantastical world or a dream world, or they have the technology to bring him back. So they're probably going to incorporate that. Company is now bought. It's kind of like what happened to Umbrella Company, Resident Evil. They got bought by that other company, and now they're better. So it's gonna be it's gonna be that company has that new Inception technology, faceted and made it something different, and then all the mind crazy stuff is because of that, and then the Interstellar like equation or something that Matthew McConaughey used is what makes them be able to go through time, because there's time. They're using the whole like time travel thing in Interstellar, right? So they're talking about
but it's not
time.
the same planet anymore.
If for all we know, he could just be witnessing the director finding Ruby Rose in the tree.
No, I'm really just like kind of bullshitting with all that. I don't know. I just like throwing it out like as a crazy, like that would be hilarious.
Like I would say like if any argument, it would be that technology what you could use to go inside people's dreams.
But if you notice like the context clues,
minds,
but if you look at the context clues of, they were saying like they kept talking about reversing in time and all that, like when he was shooting the bullets, and they were like he's what did they say, Frank? Like he was sucking.
He's like, you're catching the bullets, you're not.
Yeah, and then every time they were like talking about like he was investigating like shooting
like
or murder, it was like before it
happened.
It
hasn't happened yet, and then.
That was dope, dude. That looked dope.
Wait, how's it go again? Hold on, I didn't have your window open. How's it go again? What were they doing?
You grabbed my gun.
Like if they go, in my opinion, if they go with that Inception route, they go with that technology. Technically, you're not going back in time. You're reversing that dude's memories. If that makes any sense.
But Denzel Washington But the thing is, Denzel Washington wasn't like when he was investigating the shooting, he wasn't there. So how could they reverse?
What if it was? Maybe he was the one that died.
That's what
in
I
the
still
room,
think
right?
he's. I'm still saying that in
If
that.
they're able
I'm
to
still
tie it
saying
all
he's
together,
dead.
my mind will. I will shut up. I will stand up and just say I am wrong.
I'm
Like,
telling
they
you
did-
guys.
Like I would like it for it to,
Yeah.
and not just
And
like
Hans
actually
Zimmer
tie
does
it
the
up,
soundtrack.
but
I'm like,
make
oh.
it be good. Like
I'm
just
telling-
like tie it
I'm
up and
telling you.
have it be good would
I'm
be
telling you, this in the same universe. Even if they don't like tie, like I think this one movie would tie more to Inception than it would to Interstellar. But I'm telling you,
yeah.
I have a feeling, because that's the way Nolan works, man. Like with the fucking Prestige, and like he likes to hit you hard at the end. I have a feeling that like they're in the, even though like Interstellar might not even like, somehow there might be like a reference to it or something, like very small. I'm telling you, I think all these three movies exist in the same universe, and I think, like I said, I think it's going to tie a little bit more closer to the Inception than it would Interstellar, but I feel like they would throw a little bit of something. But I'm telling you, these movies somehow combine. It's kind of like the whole what is it called? What's that ice cream called with the Simon Pegg and like, John of the Dead and all that? Like,
Oh,
it's like
I
the
know what you're
same-
talking about. I don't remember.
What is it
the
called?
name, but
Carmelo. Shit.
You're talking about
Carlo
damn, what's that
trilogy.
dude's
What is
name
that?
again?
What's that brand called? That brand of ice cream, but whatever they call it, the whatever trilogy. That even though they're not like
Neapolitan.
no.
What are you talking about?
No. But it's called like
Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah, Cornetto trilogy.
Yeah.
That's what they call it, but they're not like tied together. But I think this is
It's
way
like
more
the Edgar
closer.
Wright series. Or
Edgar,
whatever.
yeah, it's like the Edgar
Yeah,
Wright trilogy. But I feel like I'm telling you, man, these are connected. I will.
Well, I'd rather have them be connected in the sense of how it's just this planet is here. Or
Planet's falling apart. They send McConaughey out, and then they keep. And then DiCaprio's in the realm of working for that agency that apparently does all this shit.
Like Loki, I wouldn't want them to be connected in a big way.
Yeah,
because like one of the great things about Christopher Nolan films is they're their own thing. They're such great stories.
Yeah, they're not going to tie Dunkirk in there. That's a whole different thing.
Yeah. Or just even the Prestige or whatnot. I think his best
Tesla's technology.
Maybe, who knows? Like his best things have been like Memento, Inception, and Interstellar, in my opinion, has been his best films. Granted, he made the Batman ones, but those are its own thing.
I'm about to say, man, what are you saying?
Those are its own things. Those are its own thing based off of other things. But his most original things is those
I know
films.
that, but like, what if this is like his like these three movies are his like swan songs, like these three, because
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think I would rather have them be its own thing. I don't want. In my opinion, I wouldn't want them to be connected by like one big giant.
I don't mind, because I wouldn't mind that, because like if the science is like sound, like if like
well, here, because that's the case,
I'm like that's cool. They don't need to go deep into each, like say like this is like, I mean, I like I said, I was just joking about like the technology is in here and all that, whatever. But like, even if it's like little mentions, just to say,
like,
hey,
references,
this is the
stuff
same
like, I would rather
universe,
have them, I would rather have them just reference sort of deal, than actually have a big giant thing like, oh my god, Denzel Washington's kid is the one that connects the whole, like, all movies together or something like that.
He's the one.
Yeah,
and then it connects to the Matrix, like it's not real. Like all the whole
like
world is just bullshit.
Darren Aronofsky scoring.
Yeah, but I will say the music's probably going to be crazy. I mean, it already sounded crazy through the trailer. Like,
who is doing the music? Hold on, dude. It's gotta be. Yeah,
it's gonna be his boy.
Yeah,
it's gonna be his boy, dude.
I don't think it is, man.
The Hans
might be Mark Isham, maybe.
You think?
Maybe.
I don't know, man.
Ludwig Garrison. I don't know who this guy is. Somebody else, yeah.
Wait, Ludwig? That think he's like the newer. Look up his. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's good.
His credits.
He's actually good.
Look up his credits, but
Oh man.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
What did he do? The Mandalorian, apparently.
Oh,
yes, he's the do. Yeah, he's like the new. He's like, I don't want to say he's like the new Hans Zimmer, but he's like the next one. Like they.
Oh, he did Creed.
Yes, because
12 Years a Slave and Widows.
Yeah, bro, dude, the music's gonna be on point.
I remember Widows. Pretty good.
It's gonna be.
Was it? I actually was pretty iffy on watching that.
Really? No, that's good, man. It's actually pretty good.
Like the director, was it Stephen McQueen?
I think so.
Yeah, his movies sometimes tend to drag, in my opinion.
No, that was good. It was good pace.
Yeah. Well, it's a different pace. Like usually his other films are like really out there. Like the one he did with Michael Fassbender, where the dude was in prison and he was starving himself.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was
And then the one where he was like a sex addict. You know, those are the ones I'm like, whoa, this is 12 Years a Slave. I think is his biggest hit.
Yeah, 12 Years.
So I was like, it's a
what's her name? Lupita Nyong'o got big off of.
Yeah.
Apparently, Tenet's going to be PG-13 now.
Oh, was Inception rated R?
I think it was.
Was it?
I don't know. Look it up real quick. I don't think it was rated R.
I think I had it in here somewhere.
I know I have the movie. I just don't. I don't think it was rated R.
No, it was PG-13. It was PG-13.
Yeah. I don't think.
Yeah, because it wasn't like violent.
No, it wasn't. I don't think his movies are like. Oh, there it is. How many times have you watched that though, for real?
Me?
Yeah.
This one itself?
Yeah.
Twice.
How much? Twice? Yeah, I'd say I own it too, and I've only watched it twice because it's like
it takes a lot out of you, man. It takes a lot out of you.
You've seen it a ton, like more than two times.
Soundtracks, the scenes, it's so good.
The soundtrack is dude.
No, we're talking about like the whole movie, not like scenes into
the whole
like,
movie. Yeah,
you watched it like more than twice.
FX plays the shit out of
See, sometimes okay, yeah.
Transformers 2: Revenge of the Fallen, where you're gonna see it again, and then Spider-Man 2 one more time.
Oh no, they play a lot of Fast and Furious.
Because I ended up buying it on Blu-ray, and I've only watched that once.
Yeah, I watched it twice.
It's on Netflix right now, I think.
I watched it twice.
Yeah.
Right.
It takes a lot out of me, man.
So are you guys really like hyped about this? Like, let me go to you, Frank, first. Are you hyped about this movie? Like, are you gonna make sure you see this? Because originally they dropped the date. They originally was supposed to be July 18th, but they took that down. So, do you think it's going to drop on on demand, or do you think they're gonna wait and watch it?
I don't know. I think they might wait a little bit longer because I think things are starting to slowly open up.
So what would you prefer to watch it on? Would you prefer to watch it at home, or would you want to watch it in the
theater? I really want to watch it in theaters just to get that whole sound. Like, I'm not saying I got an amazing sound system at home, but I think it'd be better to have it in theaters.
That's what I'm thinking. I think this is like a theater movie. Like, what do you think?
You've seen all the Nolan movies in theaters. I mean, I have at least, and they're always been good. See the IMAX version. I pump it up.
There has not been so far since
I haven't seen
the Batman Begins. There hasn't been on Christopher Nolan. I haven't seen the theaters.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I think I've seen all the Batman movies in theaters. I saw.
I would have to say The Following and Memento is only two movies I haven't seen in theaters.
I didn't see
even Insomnia. I watched in theaters, dude.
Oh really?
Yeah, when I was still living in California, I watched it.
Oh shit! Nah, I think I've only seen the Batman movies in theaters of his. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't we see Inception?
I don't think I saw Inception in theaters,
no?
dude. I think I saw it on wait till it got on Blu-ray. Yeah, this is where I still wasn't he had because did Inception come in between the Batman movies, or did it come after?
Between the second and the third.
Yeah, so I think I wasn't too sure yet on him yet. Like I wasn't like it was just,
actually it was 1 and 2.
It could be one of them. I don't remember, but one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm stoked. Like I said, I'm definitely becoming a Nolan fan over the years. Like he's done some crazy shit.
I would say original shit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
it's
definitely some mind stuff, but again, you know how I feel, Chico, about I think people take things way too far and try to make things way more than it is.
Yeah.
Again, I mean, I might be shaking the pot here. Inception, man, I think you guys are taking it I know it's a think movie and he wants to leave it up to interpretation. Well, let's be for real, man. It's just a plain.
There is theories about things that people have dug in so deep to try to figure out that ending.
Because I go the same way. I say the same thing that I say about Endgame. Okay, they leave you little hints through the movie. They leave you rules in the movie to tell you, hey, this is what happens, okay? And of course, in Inception, you can argue a little bit of the facts, but the fact to me, the major rule was in his dream, Leo could not see his kids. That was the whole thing. He could not see his kids. So when he finally was able to see his kid's face, that showed you, hey, he accomplished what he needed. He's out of his dream, because that was the whole thing about him. He could never see their faces, and the fact that he saw their faces, and then people want to go into but that wasn't his totem. That was his wife's totem. Yeah. He's never going to do all that, and I don't know. Again, I think it's simple. I think you guys are just like, I mean, again, it's up for interpretation, so I can't say your idea is wrong. I just think you guys sometimes need to calm down. Like when Endgame came out and they were going all crazy and stuff, and I was like, dude, they established the rules. They established the rules.
And there were simple rules.
Were really simple rules. Like there's no alternate timelines as long as he puts the gems back.
Yeah.
The timeline is correct, and they said you can never like change the past. Like it's just sound, like the way the past is. It's like you can never just and then people were like, oh no, this makes these dimensions and like Loki's gonna be doing. I'm just like, no, he put the gems back, everything's fixed. Like it doesn't matter that Loki escaped in Endgame, because it doesn't matter, because as soon as and then they can make that TV series. I still think Loki series is not needed.
No, that's because people cried about him. God,
they can make the Loki series, and they can talk about how Loki is like in the alternate thing, and he's going to go through time. Well, guess what? Whenever they decide to end the Loki series, it's going to be ended because Captain went back and put the damn gem back, and it's gone. So it doesn't matter what he does. He's not going to come in our time. He's not going to come into the multiverse and be the new Loki that was old. It's not, unless they somehow change it in the writing thing. But anyways, like I said, Inception, to me, it's simple. He saw his kids. It's a done ending. I don't believe it's like this extra thing, you know. Because like I think Nolan's straight when it comes to his endings. So, like he either would tell you, hey, it's a fucking sad ending, or it's gonna be a happy ending. Like in like fucking, you know, Prestige and shit. That still pisses me off. Prestige still makes me so mad.
Okay. Hold on.
That's the
your opinion. In your opinion, who's the villain?
Christian Bale is the fucking villain, in my opinion. He's a fucking dick. And it's not like Christian, like, okay, I get it's his brother, but he wanted to stay so into that trick. He did not want to reveal that trick so bad that he risked Hugh Jackman's wife. He let her get killed because of his brother.
His brother's wife, too, dude.
Oh my god! All right, like, sorry, Frank. I can see Frank like over here. Like, all right, who do you think is the villain in Prestige, man? Because I swear to God, if you say it's Hugh Jackman, I think you're fucking wrong. I mean, it's your. I don't know. I just don't. I don't think he's.
It's been a while since I've seen it, but I'm gonna just piss you off and say Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman gets so screwed.
It's like
in that
the
movie.
one that gets screwed is like that one twin brother that's still alive.
Yeah,
he's the one that's
he gets to walk away. And he's like, hey, guess what?
He was the middleman. You know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It makes me so mad that he let like Christian Bale walk away.
Yeah,
and Hugh Jackman, but like I get it. Like they both like were the. I mean, I'm not gonna say Hugh Jackman's like innocent. They're both like the revenge. It was the whole point of like going back at each other, revenge.
Yeah.
Like he like went too far, like, you know, and stuff. But it's just like, dude, just the fact that like Christian Bale gets away with like that whole bullshit because his brother started that whole fucking trick that got it all like going into
got the
like,
ball rolling and
got
everything.
it ball, yeah, spiral. It just pisses me off so much. So like, I don't know. Nolan's. I guess he got.
Well,
me
I think one of the cool thing about like
me
what I like about Inception, dude, it didn't really give you that sort of ending, in my opinion. You know what I mean? There is no. I haven't argued with anybody about that ending.
I don't think
I thought it was good.
Yeah, dude, I thought it was a good ending.
Yeah, I
thought it was an interesting ending. What left me is who sent out that black hole. That's the only question I got.
Wait, what are you talking about? I'm sorry. You're talking about Interstellar?
Interstellar, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. I know a lot of people. I mean, not me personally, but I hear a lot of people who are like, I don't want to say they don't like. I wouldn't say like it's that specific part, but it was like Interstellar overall. They're like, you know, they say the science is sound, but they're just like,
it's really
it's not their favorite. Yeah.
It's some pretty long parts for sure.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But dude, like out of all, like I like that one, just because it was its own thing. It really wasn't like a mind fuckery the way Inception or The Prestige was. It's its own thing.
I enjoyed the soundtrack in Interstellar though. That was good too.
Fuck yeah, dude! I still listen to that one song, dude.
Really good.
You know, like I like when Hans Zimmer was going on tour, dude. I tried so hard to go watch him live.
Yeah.
But tickets were just too expensive.
I wish I could see Hans Zimmer live too, man. Oh, dude, the Man of Steel soundtrack's still like one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh,
man, he did Lion King, bro.
I like Last Samurai, man. Last Samurai was really good.
Oh shit, is that Hans Zimmer? Last Samurai?
Yeah, Last Samurai. He did it.
He's did a bunch of stuff, dude.
That's a good movie, man.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
It took me a little while to watch that one too. I don't know why I didn't want to watch it.
Oh, it's so good.
Mainly because of Tom Cruise.
I think I think yeah, but I mean he's really good in that movie.
Yeah. When I finally watched it, dude, I'm like, yeah, it reminded me that Tom Cruise does have some acting skills.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a legit acting skills.
He's not that
dude.
crazy. He's not that crazy motherfucker.
Yeah,
jumping on
that Mission
chairs.
Impossible. It kind of he is.
Oh, I liked Fallout. Fallout was good. I don't think it was bad.
I don't remember which one I watched.
Henry Cavill.
Oh good. Yeah, I watched that one too. Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm behind on like the Mission Impossible movies.
I don't know which ones I've watched, dude. I don't know what order I've watched.
What's your favorite one, Frank? Like you like the
Fallout, man. The newest.
That's what
one,
everyone keeps saying. Is like that's
Fallout.
Like the shit.
It was good. Good action, good solid story, and actors were great.
Well, now that I know that's the one, that's a good legit story, dude.
Yeah, I mean the one with Jeremy Renner in it too is good. I mean he was in. I think it was after 3. I think it was
Poor Jeremy
4.
Renner, man. He just can't. He can't kick off.
Can't get a break, dude.
Nah,
dude, I love the Hurt Locker though, dude. I love the Hurt Locker. I like the movie The Messenger, or Kill the Messenger, or something like that. He was in. I like that one, dude. And come on, Wind River was my shit. Dude.
Wind River. Oh my god,
Wind River was my shit. Dude.
Wind River is the shit.
Yeah, dude. Like I do agree, he hasn't been able to take off.
Yeah,
but dude, he has done some legit movies.
Our podcast listeners can't see this, but Frank, you're slowly fading away into like the background.
Yeah,
light. Getting dark outside, man. Getting dark.
But yeah, but just in general, I mean, yeah, the Tenet trailer definitely has my attention. It's very weird, and I don't know what the hell's going on, but it got me curious to check it out. So I just hope it's it's just as good. Like we can put in the Christopher Nolan like greatest hits. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But let's talk about the two. Well, we're not gonna talk about the biggest news that everybody's here for. We're gonna definitely save that for last. But let's talk about this one that we kind of talked about in the previous episode. That Timothy Olyphant is finally got news that he is in The Mandalorian season 2. But now there's been some extra information because I remember we were talking about. What is he going to play? I mean, me and Chico were talking about, like, what could he possibly be? You talk about Justified, he's good and stuff like that. But here it shows that he is in wearing the Boba Fett's armor. That's pretty big news that they're saying that it's a possibility that, like, he is going to... Well, I'm hearing that he is going to be wearing Boba Fett's armor. So, with that news, what do you guys, like, take from that? Like... What is going on? Let's start with you, Frank. Like, what do you think? Like, hearing that, like,
I mean, it's gonna be cool. I mean, I don't want to form an opinion so much right now. I want to wait and see how it turns out. I mean, I like the actor Timothy Olyphant. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
But the armor, I mean, I
think he just jacked it off a dead body.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Well, they're saying possibly, he could be playing one of two characters. I'm hearing a couple of names being thrown out. I talked about Cad Bane before, that he's on like the Clone Wars. He's a cool character. He's a bounty hunter. He's like a blue alien. He wears like a cowboy hat. So I think that's why a lot of people are hoping he might be Cad Bane because it's justified and all that. Like, oh, it's a cowboy.
Actually works out pretty good.
Yeah. It's just like but also that Cad Bane, like, he's not scared of Jedi, dude. Like, he has plans. Like, whenever he does a job, he has these plans, and he's always ready for some shit to go wrong, and which they usually do, but he always has some stuff, like, ready. And whenever he confronts, I mean, he runs into, like, he runs into Obi-Wan a lot in the show, and he never is like, all right, I'm scared, or I need to get out of here. He's always goes at him. And he doesn't care, and he knows what he's doing. He's shooting his gun knowing he has a lightsaber to deflect stuff. He doesn't give a fuck. And he's I will admit he is a cool character. So a lot of people are going that route with it, and then also possibly Cobb Vanth. I don't know anything about this Cobb Vanth, but apparently, I don't know if it was in the like Legends like comics or whatever. Apparently he like took Boba Fett's armor also. So a lot of people are referencing that. So I don't know, man, because
I'm open-minded. We'll see what happens.
But with this news, do you guys think, like, is is he going to be like? We heard that Tamora Morrison, who played Jango, is going to reprise his role as Boba Fett because obviously he can because he's a clone, Ugu Gaga clone baby. That he
it's you.
It's not me, it's me, yes, you. That he could be the clone. So like, if he's gonna be playing as like supposedly Boba Fett, and Olyphant is taking the armor, are we gonna have a episode dedicated to seeing how Boba Fett got out of the Sarlacc pit? And is he going to confront Olyphant and get his armor back, or is just Olyphant is going to be just like, it's not really Boba Fett's alive, it's just going to be Olyphant as just wearing the armor? Like, what do you guys think? Because now they're starting to really put in, because the good thing about Mandalorian was that it was its own kind of thing, but now it seems like they keep connecting like things more, and I don't know, some people like it, some people don't. They want it to be its own thing.
I think it's the second one, like you said, he's just wearing his armor.
So do you like that they keep bringing like more characters into it, or do you want like new characters that you don't know about, like that, like you like, or do you like the fact that it's Boba Fett is in here, or did you wish that they didn't throw like old? I think
either way, man, I'm down for it. Whether it's I'm always down for like new original characters. It don't matter to me. I just want to make sure the visuals are good. The actor obviously is clearly good, and like just go with it, man. I mean, I love the show. It's awesome.
So, like, Chico, do you want, like, finally see, like, Boba Fett really be, like, whether it's Olyphant wearing armor, do you want to see, like, Boba Fett get its, like, justice? Because a lot of people say Boba Fett's badass from, like, either comics or way he looks, but he never got his, like, awesome due, because if you haven't watched Clone Wars, he's a kid, so he's learning how to be Boba Fett, but if you watch the old movies, his jetpack gets kicked or whatever, hits with the rod, and he goes into the Sarlacc pit. So but he became a popular character. So do you want to see like a real Boba Fett, like the real one, come back and be badass, or do you want Timothy Olyphant to make it hit the armor his own and be a different character?
Well, here, because like I do agree. I think Boba Fett never got his time to shine.
Mm-hmm.
Like I actually, for the longest time, I never saw the hype. I never seen the hype. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I've never understood why people love Boba Fett, just because it's like
he's cool looking.
Yeah, bro. But then, like in the movies, he doesn't do shit. You know? And
yeah.
So, but going back to what I said, like originally, like I think the Mandalorian is so good because it's its own thing that I actually don't want too many other characters in there. I want this thing to do its own thing in that universe. But I think it's cool that they're trying to bring in other things, but I just don't want those things to overshine what the Mandalorian is about, or overdo what the Mandalorian.
Okay, so yay or nay on?
I would rather have Olyphant just have the armor.
So you don't want no Boba Fett?
Not in the same sense. I don't want that, dude. I don't want too much. And like I said, I'm not really excited. Oh, Boba Fett's gonna be back now. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not too excited about it. Like, and I want the Mandalorian to have its own thing. I want to. Because like,
I just wanted to keep being good.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I think it's
so good, dude.
I think it will be
freaking good.
Because Filoni, dude, Filoni, he is the protege of George Lucas, and of course we have Favreau, man. He's gonna make sure this shit's gonna be.
So far he's done a great job, dude. Which a lot of people hate on Favreau for Iron Man 2.
Dude, you can't hit homers all the time, though.
Yeah, dude. And the thing, dude, like, have you guys watched this other show he's got, like the Chef Show and that Chef movie he made?
Yeah, it's good.
I actually like that stuff, dude. I never thought I'd be getting into like cooking shows, but dude, I think it's cool. I really like that Chef Show.
You guys need to watch. You need to watch the cast or whatever it's called on Disney Plus, where it's talking about the Mandalorian, and he does that thing he does on his show where he gets like the people. And he talks to him. He does the same thing with all the directors.
The gallery thing, right?
Yeah, dude, the gallery thing, dude. It's awesome.
I almost watched it today.
You need to watch it. I have to see episode 3 still, but it's freaking good, man. Because he's talking to you your favorite director Taika Waititi talk about his whole thing.
I'm good. All right, I'm done. Cool. I'm not gonna watch it.
Frank, do you like Taika Waititi? Because like Chico has like an issue with Taika. He doesn't like his stuff other than Jojo Rabbit.
Nope.
You don't like Taika Waititi? You don't like Thor Ragnarok 3? You didn't like the third one?
I liked it. I did like it. Yeah, I did like it.
Have you ever seen What We Do in the Shadows?
No.
Jojo Rabbit?
Nope.
What is it? The Wilder People or whatever it's called?
Some shit like that. Yeah.
No.
I
don't know.
Okay.
He did with like the last 2 Mandalorian episodes. I know that.
Well, he
right?
did
Something like that.
he
Or I know
did
it for, like,
he did the
last
first one. I was wrong in the last show. He did the first and last.
Okay.
So
okay.
anything with the robot, what was his name? IG whatever, IG-11 or something, whatever.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't know, but anything with that, yeah, he did. Okay, but yeah, like I said, I don't have a problem with Taika. I think Taika, he's good.
He's got a fucked up face.
We already talked. Oh my god, we already
his humor's not funny.
Oh Jesus. Oh, we already.
I don't like his skin color.
Oh Jesus.
His
Christ.
mustache is all out of whack.
Dude, his mustache is all on point, dude. He looks like he's like from the 1920s and just got plucked out, and it's just. But he's either has the mustache or he's clean shaven. But no, I think he's good. But I can't remember on point. Maybe we'll talk about more on the next episode. But like. Favreau brought in some new heavy hitter directors for this one, and he's actually going to direct a few episodes this time rather than just be a producer.
Well, he did in the first one, didn't he?
No, he didn't. He didn't direct at all. He didn't direct at all. No. Filoni did.
Because I know what's his face. The dude that's in Lucas Ranch or whatever it's called, Skywalker Ranch. I know he's real.
Filoni.
He's really good friends with him. I know that.
Yeah, Dave Filoni.
And I know that because out of the Chef Show.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah. So.
But yeah. So we'll see, man. I mean, like I said, this is interesting. I think Timothy Olyphant would look badass in Boba armor. I would be cool to just see him without, like maybe he makeshifts it into his own, where it doesn't cover his face, because you can't cover the girl next door porn director's face, man. You can't cover.
You gotta have that hairdo, bro.
Yeah, bro. You gotta have it all gelled
worth
up.
the squeeze.
Oh shit,
God.
That's so good. All right, so okay, so the top story that everyone's been waiting for, that I would like to say I think I've been pretty much right about this. I mean, I would think a lot of people have been saying this is out there. The top story, Justice League Snyder Cut, exists, and it's going to drop on HBO Max next year. So, did you guys check out the article, or at least Chico, did you read the article?
Yeah.
So, it was kind of like what I thought it might be, where it was like everything was shot, but it's just now they're going to dish out, like the studio's actually going to dish out money to finish the like special effects and stuff. From what I read.
I think about it, dude, but then I also think about it, dude, why is it taking a year?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, dude, that's a lot of money, though, man, for effects. I mean, I think they don't want another mustache.
A year worth of fixing effects.
Well,
that's
it's not going to be
another movie.
It's not just going to be. Well, that's what they're saying.
We're talking about like having to bring back actors and stuff like that too.
Well, like Frank, what do you think about that? Did you always believe there was a Snyder cut, or did you believe it was just like a few extra scenes? What was your whole thing on it?
I always believed there was a cut. I mean, there had to be some articles back then that mentioned that like Snyder didn't really have his full view in the movie. I mean, didn't like James Gunn or somebody take over?
Josh Whedon.
Yeah, Josh Whedon took over, so they cut like I heard 3/4 of the movie. Like
that's a lot, though, dude.
That's a lot. That's what I'm saying. So like this could be a whole new movie, and I'm like pumped because remember in the original whatever we saw already, it was what Steppenwolf was the bad guy. Right?
Yeah.
But this one's Darkseid, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to. Well, no, it was supposed to be introduced later.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like the end, kind of like what they did with Thanos in the first Avengers.
Yeah,
exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's definitely got to be some big chunks that we're missing for sure out of the whole entire film.
Dude, it's crazy to me. Like there's even talks about turning into a miniseries.
Really?
I don't think they're gonna do it because, like, if you the article I sent you guys, the Hollywood Reporter says that, can you believe this right here, that it could possibly. Okay, well, hold on, you might be right. I'm sorry. It says it could possibly be either released as a 4-hour director's cut,
or 6-part miniseries,
split into 6 chapters.
Yeah.
What would you guys prefer? But holy crap,
6-part chapter.
6-part, dude. It's 6-part, dude.
Yeah, you can't just stand there and like, it's longer than Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, no, I don't think
walking to a volcano.
Well, that's why they got the extra 20 to 30 mil, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was saying, like, it seems like I was saying it was all shot, and like it's gonna take, because the special effects, you don't want it to look, you don't want another mustache
Like,
gate.
yeah,
You
yeah.
don't want another. They got to make sure the effects, and it's just, I'm so surprised that they are willing to drop 20 to even
30, yeah,
30 million
yeah.
dollars for this like movie that's been out already. I mean,
Because they're like, damn man, fucking Disney and Avengers, man, we gotta step our shit up.
Dude, yeah.
We gotta salvage something, man, because they're animated to destroy all the Marvel stuff, in my opinion, in terms of fit. Like,
oh yeah, dude. Did nobody gives the DC animated stuff credit?
Nothing. Nope.
Bro, dude, they're so good.
Yeah.
Even then, I'm not up to date to
Dude,
them, dude.
I'm telling you, Frank,
They're fucking good.
Frank, have you seen the Red Sun? Superman,
Yes,
the Red
I
Sun?
haven't seen it all the way through, but Nick showed me all the parts, though. It's great.
Ooh, it's so good. It's like my favorite right now. I have like
I told you got to watch Justice League Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
Man,
I gotta buy it.
Yeah,
because
see, I
gotta
didn't even know
finish
that existed, dude. I had no idea, dude.
Think of Flashpoint, but like double, like
Dude,
crazy.
Flashpoint was my shit.
Yeah,
dude. That
it's
shit
pretty
was
much
so
taking.
good.
Well, what I like about the DC animated movies is like they have a consistent, like, all those movies tie in together. So like when they did the Titans and all that, and anything after
All of
Flash,
them tied
anything
together.
other than Superman, like their own, like those are like Earth, like Elseworld
Batman,
stories,
Bad Blood, and stuff.
Elseworlds.
Like,
but yeah, any of those like after
Oh, yeah, I
the
watched
Flash
that one.
are all
Yeah,
together. Like anything after the Flashpoints are all tied together, like, and all that. So I was like, that's cool. So this is like their wrap up of that, and then I guess whenever they launch the new whenever they launch their new animated movies, it's no longer tied to like that one long storyline. But yeah, so you guys prefer the series? Because I don't know, if it's
Well, here, Vic,
imagine, okay,
remember the thing? Did you watch the link I sent you?
yeah, I did.
Dude, that's a great fucking story, right? Am I
That's what I'm
tripping?
saying.
Dude,
No.
it's fucking amazing.
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
Imagine that being turned into a series.
But okay, but either or, I'm saying, even if it was like a movie, I think I would be so enthralled. I could probably sit through 4 hours, especially at home. If I were watching HBO Max,
yeah,
HBO Max, I could do it.
Yeah.
break it up into different.
Yeah. Because that's exactly what I'm gonna do. If that movie's really 4 hours long, I'm not gonna watch it in one setting, dude. I know that.
That'd be hard.
Yeah, dude. So I'd rather.
I don't know, man.
series.
You're Mr. Binger, though, dude. You can sit through 4 hours.
No, not watching the same thing, though. Not watching the same thing. I can't sit there and watch 4 hours of the same thing.
What if it's like 2 hours of like great storytelling, and then the last 2 hours is just fucking straight
dude.
action?
Like, I'll tell you right
it.
now, dude. Like, dude, I suffer through Endgame because of how long it was, bro. Even though how fast paced it was, I still like, damn, my ass hurts.
But you'll be at the comfort of your home, though, not a theater. That's the difference.
Well, it'd be different, dude. If I want to sit down, like, I'm not gonna sit down because I know I'm like, say I'm gonna lay. I decided to lay down.
Right.
I'm not gonna lay down because I know I'm not gonna watch it the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I can't
Facts.
do it. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. So you guys, so
Break it up.
I'm assuming you guys want the 6 part, because I just don't, I don't know, man. I mean, again, Zack Snyder, man. It's like, dude, if you're gonna tell a story, you gotta learn to like concisely tell a story and like a good time. You don't need fucking 5 hours of a movie to tell a story. Like, you gotta change some prerogatives or something, man. I don't get it.
Because like here, dude, like I think the one where we felt it more was Batman versus Superman, bro.
Yeah.
You know, do what you did with the extended cut, but do it in the shorter cut.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, because I would give it up, dude. Like, his extended version of Batman vs Superman was a little bit more context to it.
Exactly.
So I enjoyed a little bit more, but it wasn't that big. But dude, like at the end, it's still the same result, dude.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. This one is gonna be completely like we're almost like gonna be in an alternate like fucking dimension to where this is like a completely different movie. It's like, this is the what if.
Which I hope so. Which I hope it's gotta be a completely different movie, dude.
Yeah, and it sounds like it is. It sounds like it's
because even though like his original like. His opening scene was completely different than what the movie actually was.
Yeah.
And then like who you got first introduced to in the Dark Side family and stuff like that was different. And then Steppenwolf stepped up midway and stuff like that. Yeah.
And unfortunately, to like, you know, he had a tragic thing that happened, so he had to step away.
Yeah. Which
So let me throw it to Frank first, and I'll throw it back to you. But like, Frank, so are you willing to sign up to HBO Max?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm down.
You would sign up for HBO just for this movie?
Just cancel it later. Yeah.
All right,
yeah, dude.
okay, okay.
Well, I mean, it has. If it's a really if since they cut so much out of Zack Snyder's idea of a movie for Josh Whedon or whatever, I think it'd be a good. I think I'd give it a shot and see. Why not?
Okay,
So yeah, I'm all for it.
Same with you, Chico. Do you think they're gonna be like kind of like enough content for not just the Snyder cut, but like is there gonna be enough content for you to like sign up and like keep it, or are you gonna be a one and done? I'm just gonna do it for the movie.
I am absolutely gonna get HBO Max. I am absolutely gonna get HBO Max.
Really?
I've been contemplating because we talked right a few weeks ago about me switching cable services here, dude. Yeah. And the reason I wanted to go into the one I was talking about is because of the HBO deal they got. And dude, when you and I had the apartment, dude, that's what I watched was HBO a lot, like the HBO on demand. So now you're telling me you're gonna have that like on like kind of Netflix style of platform? Absolutely,
yeah,
I'm gonna get it. Dude.
Again, we gotta
come on, man. Barry was my shit.
Yeah,
I want to get some more Barry, bro.
But like I said, I guess we're gonna see if like they're gonna. I mean, I hope they're loyal to their HBO customers, and like if you have HBO Max is gonna be available, or they're gonna fuse it. And apparently, there's talks because like there might be like I don't know what's going on. I mean, I love the DC app. I have it because it's not just like shows and movies. It has like the comics and stuff. But they're saying that they possibly might fuse HBO Max with the DC app, and then you could, I guess, get it all that stuff. Because that wouldn't make sense because Disney got the Disney Plus, Hulu, and the ESPN combo for like one flat rate, which is like hella cheap than if you do them separately. Like, I mean, it's hella cheap because I did it because it's like ESPN you get for $1, and then I get like Disney and Hulu for like a discounted price together, and it's awesome. They could do HBO Max, and the DC app for like one flat rate, so that would be pretty cool. So so I guess I don't know, I'm excited to see what this this Snyder cut is. Jason Momoa was right, Chico. I saw it. I know it's
I don't
there.
think he did. I think he's a damn liar. I think he's a
he
damn
don't
liar
lie.
and wanted to get the movement going. And
my man.
I think that's how that worked. In which it worked. Good
Frank, do you think Jason Momoa needs to lie? I mean, he's yoked. Like,
he's already lying, dude. I mean, he took his muscles off. He's already He's lying, bro.
He's already lying.
He can't bench 315. He barely does the bar. He needs his female assistant to help him out. I don't know, man.
Oh my god, dude. Well, there it is. He's not telling us who he really is. So maybe you guys have
Samoan.
I know, right? Maybe you guys have some proof that maybe he's a freaking liar. You're a liar. You're a goddamn liar. But with that news, like I said, I can't wait, and I think with that's a wrap, man. I think we've covered everything. It was great. This was successful, man. We got it. The guest spot, we got Frank the Tank on here with us. It's been freaking badass. Frank the Tank, thank you again for joining us. And like I want to tell everybody, go ahead and hit the like button, comment, tell us some topics that we can talk about. We would love to hear from you, and we'll try to probably bring it into the next show. So go ahead, throw us some topics that you might have found that we didn't even see, or we didn't have time to discuss. But yeah, and also for you podcast people, remember, we're on everything: Spotify, Anchor, all that stuff. So follow us on there and give us a review if it's possible, or even favorite. But you can find me at Vic the Tan Man on Twitter. Chico, where can they find you?
I got Killing Joke 127.
Okay, all right, awesome. And so like I said, that's it. And again, Frank, we definitely want to have you back on, man. So thanks. And
good.
And like I said, we all have opinions, and let's just be nice and talk about it. Till next time, see you guys later.
Yeah.
Boy.